Hello, my friends. Hello. Oh, 07 crew. My name is Peter, aka Commander Wacko. This is the Simstarr. All of this, and I'm glad that you are here today. The Simstarr is my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, refurbished, modified, and built by me. And we use it almost exclusively to play Elite Dangerous, which is what we're going to do today. Oh 07 Drew the Ogre. Oh 07 Elite Dangerous. Oh, actually, you're giving me a high five. It's like Elite Dangerous. Oh, you can't. I just now realized this. You can't hold a high five for long. You gotta boom. If you hold it up, that's a different symbol. Anyway, oh 07 Drew, oh 07 everybody. We are going to play Elite Dangerous, which is a motion simulator in the same vein, but more arcadey leaning to Microsoft Flight Simulator or Euro Truck Simulator, where the goal is the minutia of making the machine move. That is the idea to make everything work. So if this game feels a little convoluted to you, that's the reason. The convolution is the gameplay. Oh 07 Kai, oh 07, good morning. Aloha. Hello, everybody. Okay, so it's always good when the game gives us a little direction. When the Elite Dangerous universe asked us for something, oh, it's just a wave. Just a wave. Not a high. He wasn't doing a high five, it was a wave. It's all good. If you put a little asterisk on it, it could be a pom-pom. You could be cheering. What we're talking about is over in the chat. I made one about emoticons recently, about anti emojis, and people have been picking them up and using them a little bit more than usual. So, welcome, welcome, welcome. Okay, so we have some guidance in the game, which I'm really happy about. There is a community goal, and that community goal is to deliver stuff of all kinds, rare goods, um, necessary goods, so that we can send it over to a place called Colonia. Let me show you Colonia. So this is the Elite Dangerous Galaxy map. This is where we are in the PZZ. That is where Project Simstarr Station is. And we pull out, and this is the local bubble. This is where Earth is. And that's where all of civilization has been for most of galactic history. And then we pull out more, and here's the whole galaxy. Every one of those dots is a place we can go to. 400 billion stars. But just like the real universe, most of it is freaking empty. So we've been filling it with our earthly presence. And oh, I don't have it on the map for some reason. Right about here is a place called Colonia. Due to some lore reasons, they meant to go someplace else. They missed. They ended up over here, and it's a tiny little community of its own, different planets and stations and whatnot. And that event happened 10 years ago. So now we are in a spot where it's time to celebrate those 10 years. It's time to upgrade Colonia. And they have created a community goal to help us do that. It is happening inside the bubble. Let's take a look at it and see what it says. Oh, welcome, Delta Lima 4 Kilo Alpha. Welcome, DL4KA. Yeah, he came onto the Discord recently. He's got a motion sim of his own, which you did not share pictures of, my friend. You need to do that so I can look at it. I'd be showing it on the stream right now if I had them. Is either someone's head on fire or with a fabulous boa. Maybe it's a wizard. I know you guys who are not looking at the chat directly over on Twitch can't see it, but he's got a little emoji of a guy. Actually, no, I can show that to you. That is why I've set up all this tech. You can see it. How about that? Boom. So yeah, he's right there, sending out. He's going hello, and sending out an energy beam. That's what I read on that. So if you got a Rorschach test me, that's how. Elite is unplayable for you. It's been working okay for me. Okay, so we were looking at Colonia so that we can get our transport on, because we're basically going to jump right into this today. We're just going to start doing some deliveries. But let's see what they want. Information. Colonia Council has issued a public call for support in the preparations for the 10th anniversary. A fleet of cargo megaships have arrived in Ferris, ready to receive a long list of commodities and rare goods from across the core systems to support the celebrations. Commanders can support this initiative by first signing up at Peter's Base. Hey, Peter's Base in Facey's system. Oh my. than selling the listed commodities and rare goods in that market there. Commodities sold as part of the initiative have a 4.5 times multiplier for profit. Let me stop there and point that out a little bit. People come in all the time and they're like, hey, how do I get started in Elite? This is really a question I get all the time. And I often mention, oh, if you just, learn how to fly, learn the basics, because there's a lot of complications in this game you would not normally find in a different game. And then just wait around. If you wait a couple of weeks, a community goal will come by and you'll be able to make some money that way. That's what we're talking about right here. Whatever the commodity you're selling would normally sell for, it's going to be sold for 4.5 times profit. So you can run this thing a whole bunch of times, buying commodities, selling commodities, and you can get yourself a tasty profit in only a couple of days if you wait for a community goal, which I think is good because it's good to have a game that is mostly like a baseline of just things to do and then has spikes of stuff to do. Question, could you give a possible shout out to the people that helped build my Dodec? Yes, Dragon Master, but remind me about that a little bit later. You were planning to fill your carrier with goods and pull a gentle berserker, but the current state of the game wouldn't let you because I don't know, man. I don't know. It works pretty good for me. We're going to do it today. All right. We don't need to be on this screen right now. Pilots who register at least one contribution will receive the following rewards. Credits depending on the success of the tier achieved. So if you drop off just 1 ton of items, you'll receive $35 million. Yeah. Yeah, $35 million if you drop off 1 ton. Pilots in the top 75 will also get the following: a Type 8 Convoy, Chromatic Grape paint job, a Panther Clipper Mark II ZPG pink paint job. The campaign will begin on July 27th and will run for 1 week. To be eligible for the rewards, commanders must first sign up. You don't actually have to do that. That's a holdover. You can sign up anywhere in the galaxy now because that was a problem at one point. And I am going to do that right now as soon as I can get control of my screen again. Come on, let me sign. 1 sec. Shopping services, mission board, community goal, and highlight the sign up button. Oh, I have signed up. Sorry, that's why it's not letting me click on it. I don't remember doing that, but I actually did sign up for this community goal at some point over this week. Yeah, go ahead. Put it in that channel and then remind me later on. I'll do it. Well, why don't you, DL, why don't you put the pictures in Motion Talk channel and then I can share it with everybody. Everybody wants to see it. Because if I take a personal channel and I start posting it up on the stream, I'm not sure what people are going to see. Everybody knows that what's happened since Simstarr is open because it's a public channel. All right, so we have selected the community goal already. I didn't realize I had done that. And now we're going to set. Well, I was about to set a course to it, but we don't want to do that. First, we need to find the commodities that we're going to use. And since it takes rare goods, I'm going to do something a little unusual. I'm going to head to my favorite rare good, which is Ridley Scott. There it is, the Ridley Scott and Seance. How many jumps away is that? 3 jumps. Okay, so that's a nice warm-up.
In 3 jumps. Commander, if you reopen the
that's a good warm-up, so that's what we're going to do next. We're going to head over to Seance and the Ridley Scott, and then we're going to pick up some rare goods there, and then we'll figure out what other goods to buy. So I have a question for you guys, if you get the chance. I know a lot of you guys are power users. In the Discord, you talked at one point about what commodity I should bring, and I wasn't paying attention. I don't know what commodity I should book. So you guys let me know. Is it CMM composites? Is it gold? What else should I fill my tank with while we take the time? Oh, wait. I'm leaving without my ship. I don't currently have the... I don't currently have the ship, so hold on. We got to get out of the station, and then I got to request docking again. There we go.
Access granted. Prep for arrival on
Turn off Super Cruise. Not Super Cruise. Turn off Flight Assist. That helps me turn around faster.
Set her down on landing pad 20. 24.
I've
Boss.
completely lost my own station. Here we go. How do you misplace a station you just left out of? I don't know, but I managed it. There we go. Isn't there a 4 times multiplier for the Colonia runs? Not that I know of. As far as I know, they want you to stay in the bubble for right now. Yeah, it's 4 times for anything that you bring. The list of things they'll accept is so large, it's not really worth looking into. Gotta wait for that guy to get out of the way. There we go. Pad 24. Now we're headed to pad 24 specifically so that I can land and switch my ship out. I meant to do that before we left. I forgot. The temperature is going to get high again today, but I will do my best to keep cool. I have redone, not as well as it could be, but I have redone the air conditioner that works okay to work a little bit better. So hopefully we can keep the temperature in here below 90 degrees. Yeah, if you're aligned with Arissa, it's even better revenue. That's possible, but I don't know. 07 Gentle Berserker, you know what's incoming, right? I do not know what's incoming. Not sure what you're referring to. All right, we are shipyard. Ah, there it is, the Trudeau. Now, I have updated our system. Oh, thanks for the follow, Angry Toast. Welcome, welcome. Okay, we are still booked for Ridley Scott's. Yes. All right, whoops. All right, it is now 6 jumps
Did you know
instead of
the
3.
kitchen has
That
fresh
makes more
hay?
sense.
Why would I ever leave?
No, believe it or not, Paul Rudd, I did not see that coming. Stop trying to get my goat. It's too early in the morning to get my goat. Aren't you doing your own damn stream? Got to get a goat on your stream so I can go over there and try to get it. You do have access to the Motion Talk channel. You are able to click on it. If you haven't signed all the way in, go to the rules and accept the rules at the top. This stops bots and haters from getting it. I won't be able to give you any more support than that while I'm on the stream, but there is a extra step you have to do on the Discord. Oh my.
Hull integrity now.
That dude is right up my nose. Oh wow, I've not seen that before. Good grief.
You are in breach of station regulations, Commander.
Wow, that is a botched departure. I've never had it that bad before.
Bounty incurred at 300 credits for trespass to the
All right, let me do a quick check of my chat bot. It doesn't seem to be working properly. Something isn't functioning like it should. Oh, there she is. Okay. It should be automatically launching the gear. I tested it yesterday and it was working. Let me take another quick look. Landing gear up. It is testing it. It is working, so I'm not sure. Not sure why it's not reading the thing properly. I'll have to talk to the developer that was nice enough to help me out with it. The change that has happened since last week is I was using a workaround to get my guys to read the journal, and they helped me design a system that uses Streamer Bot to automatically scan the journal and make changes to it. But it's not doing it currently. I'm not sure why.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oops. Hit the wrong button by mistake. You haven't played since Thursday, so you have no idea what the latest is? Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I haven't played since you last saw me. Well, that's not true. I do play a little bit. because I've been using my editing computer to fly the ship around and take care of a couple of necessities. But generally, if you don't see me on the screen, I'm not playing. Does this ship, did I make the mistake again of leaving without a fuel scoop? Obviously, this star is not scoopable anyway. I just don't remember if I have one. Let's see if I can figure that out using information about the ship. Let's see here. Optional internals. Cargo wreck, cargo wreck, cargo wreck. Advanced planetary approach streets. Yeah, I do not have a fuel scoop on this one, but that's okay. We're only jumping 3 over or 6 over to get to Zeon's. Just don't let me forget to buy a fuel scoop there. We'll be good. So my thoughts are a little scattered this morning, but to be clear, I've updated StreamerBot to do a whole bunch of different automations for me. There's a lot of ways to read the journal and then do automations inside of this game. But I wanted to be able to do something that would let me talk to the chat more, that would be more interactive with you guys.
Which have biological signals whose
And so far I have 2 virtual crew members, Nibbler the Space Goat and Lady Duval, the aristocrat engineer. And when things happen in this game, not all the time, but when exciting things happen, they'll actually mark it in the chat. They are the ones that monitor the chat. So if you do exclamation point commands, you'll get a response from Lady Duval that will let you know. Oh no, from Nibbler, because he's the crew liaison. That will let you know what you're able to do. Hey, you said the pictures motion talk. Excellent. I'm glad you figured it out.
Joint initiated. Heading to call 285 sector SP-KB 23-6.
You might set up on your stream that if I do get goat, the goat will get me. Okay, thanks. That's great. That's a fair setup. Don't try to get my goat, guys. Nibbler's the crew liaison. He is your friend. Now, once we have picked up these rare goods, I'll set a course to wherever it is that we're going. I'm not even sure how far away it is, along with whatever like expensive thing I can grab. Welcome, Doomsday Tokyo Metro. Welcome, 07. Speaking of Doomsday, did you see that Avengers Doomsday? The trailer came out. It's playing like an Avengers trailer, where everything you've seen has come together into this final moment. And I was like, has it though? Have you guys really cohesively brought everything together? I think they might be misstepping a little bit this time. I could be wrong though. Could be a Batman Returns or Batman. What was the Heath Ledger one? The Dark Knight Rises, right? I don't remember.
Frameshift drive
We got 2 more jumps. 1 more after this one. No, sorry. This isn't right. This isn't showing me the right data. Oh, now it is. Okay.
Successfully transitioned to which space?
Is that my route in the slower screen? Yes, it's now up there. I'm using Icarus Terminal to show us our route as we go. You haven't played since Operations? They've upgraded a lot. It's cool. There are some sticky points since you just missed an update a week ago, and that update's still getting ironed out. So sometimes you might see a frame drop, but they're working on it. I actually really do have confidence that it'll be back to its old self soon. But there's a lot of cool features in this game. A lot of new ships, a lot of new updates. The colonization thing is great. We have our own solar system now, and inside of it is a station called Project Simstarr. So that's been just wonderful. Beware of liaisons, Kai says. Why? Liaisons are good. They don't have a bad rep. Is that a third-party thing? Yes. Icarus Terminal is one you can get off GitHub. You can also get ED Copilot. and then touch portal. Those are the 3 I'm using. Well, now I guess you can count streamer bot in there as well.
Chief, we have arrived at the request.
Somebody should test one of those streamer bots.
We're regarded as hostile in this system.
Somebody should test one of those streamer bot commands. Like do exclamation point location and have her report the location to you. It'll work on both YouTube and Twitch. There's the Ridley Scott. Now, the Ridley Scott is just a joke I like. The Ridley Scott is named after Ridley Scott, the famous director from 1,000 years ago. And the rare item that they sell here is leathery eggs. So we're going to buy some leathery eggs from the Ridley Scott, and we're going to turn them in to get them shipped to Colonia. What could go wrong? Oh, you have to relocate, Kai? That's too bad. I thought you just lived on the beach. I thought you just slept on top of your surfboard. Excellent, excellent. I'm just making sure she's working since the readout isn't working. I can ask my dev about that. That's what was it's finger something. It's like lose your fingers, fingerless or something like that. Anyway, they were nice enough. They're a senior developer somewhere, and when I said what I wanted to do with StreamerBot, they were nice enough to just write me the code in a day. So this is the first time we've tried it on the stream, and it's really nice of them. What they did was they went in and they had it read the journal file and pull out every single variable that can be pulled out. That includes the JSON file, all the variables, everything. So the next time I have a goofy idea on something I want to do, it will automatically do it. Sorry, not automatically do it. I'll have access to do it without having to write any code through StreamerBot. For example, if we run out of fuel or we get low on fuel, I often miss that because this microphone is blocking it. This microphone right here is blocking the screen where the indicator is for fuel. So it's easier since I pay more attention to the chat anyway. It's easier for me to look at the chat and get a notification from her. So she will say, Commander, we're out of fuel, or we're running low on fuel. And she won't just say that the same way one time. I've written a box of like 40 different ways she can word it. So I will look up and I will see that we're low on fuel and a lot more efficiently. That would not be possible without the work of both Crispies and Finger, because I don't know how to write that code, and I wouldn't have time anyway. Now that they've taken the time to write it all the way out for me, I can just do that. I can say, oh, I've got a good idea, and do it just like on my day between streams. I used to come to the Ridley Scott all the time in the 10 years before I had Project Simstarr. So in my old account, this was basically my home station. I used to come here all the time. So it feels a little nostalgic to return to the station.
Commander, landing pad 2 is located at 6 o'clock at the front when entering the slot.
As Nibbler says, just as a reminder, we are dual streaming. He's just linked you, if you're on Twitch, he's linked you over to the YouTube, and if you're on YouTube, he's linked you over to Twitch. I just find that's a helpful thing to do. Sometimes people are like, oh, I want to see the other side, so that's what that's about. We didn't need that hull anyway. That's obviously extra hull that we didn't need. Now we're 40% lighter. Nibbler's programmed to do a bunch of things, and one of those is to give me reminders every 20 to 30 minutes about stuff I want to talk to you guys about.
Integrity now at 55%.
So I know he's working.
Ship is on deck, clear to offload. Glad you arrived safely, Commander.
Yeah, you need a place to store your patchouli. You got to do that. Do a barrel roll, wizard? Yeah, I can do that. I can do a barrel roll, no problem. All right, so we're at the commodities market. You guys didn't tell me what commodity should I get. They accept rare goods of all kinds. So we're going to get the 5 leathery eggs it's going to let us. And now we need to get, well, basically 1,260 anything else. And I don't know what it should be. They accept just about everything, but I don't really want to look it up. Water purifiers? Let's double check. I said they'll accept everything, but let's go into the mission and double check that they'll accept water purifiers. I know this list is quite long. Information. Super Bowl technology, beer, wine, Auto fabricators, conductive fabrics, any rare goods. Okay. Hey! Welcome! Welcome! Welcome, taking over Earth. 07 Alan Wright, 07 Extra Banal. Ufa is here. Red Beret Supremacy. Oh, this is awesome. Guys, this is great news. Welcome, welcome. Oh, wow.
With 19 views.
Are you kidding me right now? Well, it is good to meet you, man. Why is it doing it twice? Am I getting rated a second time? I am. Welcome, Aubrey E. Welcome. I'm my first double raid, man. Okay, we're going to have to celebrate that. Let's bring out the confetti. Welcome, guys. Welcome. Yes, you're not kidding, man. Extra Banal, I need to check out your channel. You're absolutely right, because holy crap, are we drift compatible? I'm looking at your emojis. Hold on, let me pop. This is happening on Twitch, yeah? Okay. Somebody on the Twitch side, pop in the salute, because we could mistake each other's emojis for each other, man. I got to check you out. I'm not really outfitted to jump over, but I will do my best. Hold on. Twitch, you guys have to deal with an old man now. Typing in numbers. Okay. Hold on. It's Extra Banal. Okay. Extra. Sorry, guys. This is the best I can do. This is why I don't generally do surprise stuff. In Extra Banal. Okay. And let's take a look and see how drift compatible we actually are. The only thing Project Simstarr is missing is his hat. His gross sweat stains. Yeah, I actually have to fight that. You're not kidding. We both independently chose to do Red Berets. You've been doing them for 2.5 years. You had a trip? Yeah, I bet you freaking did. Holy crap, is that me? Are you me? What is happening right now? Look at this. Oh, you can't. Oh, look at this. Look at this. Look at his icon. My hat is covering his icon. It's, oh, wow, man. We got to stay in touch, my friend, because that is freaking wild how much we have in common. Oh, that's funny. Okay, so I'm completely ignoring my other raid. I'm sorry about that. Welcome, everybody. I'm so glad you guys could join me today. For you guys that are new, this is the Simstarr, my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, my mostly built-in, modified by me. Because I'm getting off my own train of thought. I'm choking on my own words. This thing is my Calliope, my technological terror, which I'm very proud of, and I'm glad you guys could come here and fly with me today. I'm assuming most of you guys are Elite Dangerous savvy at least a little bit. Oh, we should talk about that Red Beret a little bit. I've been wearing the Red Beret for a long, long time. It was something that kind of popped up in the 90s as a sci-fi thing to do. That's why honest to goodness, is not me doing the Fifth Element. It's the Fifth Element doing me. I had the hat before the Fifth Element did, but only barely. It's just something that was done back in the day, which is why Red Alert did it as well. So you could tell, those age verification memes. Give us your age verification. I think Red Berets for sci-fi are cool. Yes, I'm ascending. Literally, I'm ascending up to the ceiling right now. You've done some Elite Dangerous, but you're Star Citizen player. Okay, well, there's quite a bit of crossover as far as lore-wise goes. Like, the space capitalism, the look of it. Even though the graphics are higher on Star Citizen, they were developed around the same time, and the same ideas are here. You know how things can look Star Wars-y, things can look Elite Dangerous, Star Citizen-y. EVE Online fits into that as well. But I'll walk you guys through how that works. Right now, we are at the Ridley Scott, and I just bought some leathery eggs, and we are picking up some more commodities for a community goal. The community goal pays you extra in-game credits, and we want those in-game credits, so we're going to go do that today. So I hope you guys like space trucking. Here, let me show you guys my today's animated thumbnail, just because I like showing off my animated thumbnails. I think they're fun. Here we go. So yeah, here's today's animated thumbnail, the long haul. I didn't want to put a hat on a hat, literally. So I put my trucker hat on the ship, which is why I'm showing it to you, because I think it's funny. All right. Total Recall and Judge Dredd vibes. You're absolutely right. That time period is where I'm from. Like, it's not something I'm emulating. I am from there. That 90s sci-fi vibe is. If you're gonna be old and you're gonna be stuck in the past, you might as well live it, wear it on your head, right? You guys barely know about Elite Dangerous. Okay, well, we'll talk about Elite today. You used to play a lot of Elite Dangerous up to Odyssey. Yeah, that's a common thing for folks to say. You like Traveling Elite much more. Now, Elite definitely has a beat. Yeah, Project Scissor Lift, actually like that. Okay, so the reason I'm here is I need to see one more time what they want. They want consumer technology, beer, wine, conductive fabrics. Okay. Consumer technology. That's the part I don't want to forget. So we go into the commodities market. And we want to buy anything under consumer technology if they have any. They don't. Technology. Machinery. Okay, well, it doesn't look like the Ridley Scott has what we want. So we're going to go instead to here. This is ED Copilot with the ED Copter add-on. I'm using a third computer in order to bring this information up. And if I click Places, and I click one of these commodities, okay, I can do... Let's just do beer. Let's do a beer run, guys. I can say, hey, where's the closest beer? It's thinking about it right now. And there we go. So the closest one is in the Krishna sector. Well, Edie's about to tell you. Is she muted?
The fastest system to buy beer, excluding fleet carriers, is Cruises Sector ND Chess B4-1, which is 10.56 light years from you. Head to Arvstrom Depot, an Ocella starport that is 6 light seconds from the star.
Okay, so we set a course, and because I'm using this automatic system, it will type that information in for us, which it's doing right now. Boom. Course set.
Setting course for Cruises Sector ND Chess B4-1.
And let's go buy some beer, you guys.
System is just 1 jump away.
You're in the YouTube audience now? Well, welcome.
No stations in Cruises Sector ND Chess B4-1.
You like deep core mining and void opals? Actually, deep core never really caught me. Welcome, 07 Heavy Duty. Welcome. Is my ship engineered? This ship is the Panther Clipper, and I'm pretty sure I have not engineered much. You always engineer a little. Let's go to engineering and see if there is any. Hold on. Let me get out of this station first. This ship is a actual semi-truck. Driving it around is difficult, so let me get that done.
Landing gear retracted.
Hull integrity now 76%.
That's okay. We didn't need that hull anyway. I keep going and putting the hull back on, and then it falls right off as soon as I leave. It's totally the ship's fault, not mine. There we go. And now we have to get outside the gravity well of this station. I could have gone straight out and then turned, but I generally like to just head towards where I'm going and just wait out the gravity well. All right. Is my ship engineered? Let's see here. Not really, no. I'm using a pre-engineered power distributor, and let me bring that up. I'm using you can't really see it, but these little blue icons show us what's engineered. So no, I'd say this isn't one. How much cargo can I hold? Over 1,200 tons on this ship. Do I have a Thargoid hunter somewhere? I do, yes. When I started Project Simstarr 2 years ago, that was right when the Thargoids invaded Earth. And I bought a pre-built Thargoid hunter. It's a Panther, a Python Mark I. That is my Thargoid hunter. You hope it's the good air, not shit tier beer? I don't know. Let's go find out.
We have arrived at our target destination.
You need to be an onion head runner. What is an onion head runner? Oh, guys, don't let me forget again. I forgot again. I cannot do this without a fuel scoop. We need to get a fuel scoop. Okay. So we're headed to this depot. This depot has beer.
Extra Banal gifted 1 subscriptions.
Well, thank you, Extra Banal. Thank you. I'm running without a fuel scoop on this Panther Clipper because the last thing we did was bring supplies into our own system, the Simstarr system. And we did not need a fuel scoop because we weren't leaving the solar system. Now that we're leaving, obviously I've got to do something about that. I've got to pop that out. And, like the extra couple of tonnage you gave me made a difference that day. That's a couple of weeks ago. But we can fix that right here at Afstrom Depot. It won't be an issue. And when we're in the bubble, you know, making short jumps, we can just refuel at our destination. But I don't even know where we're going. I don't know where this is, how many jumps it'll be. Let's program that in as well and see what we get. Oh yeah, you can absolutely buy my love. You know, I forgot to say, thank you, Extra Banal. Thank you for the gift sub. I will sing for my supper. I appreciate when you guys help me keep flying. It's pretty great. Thank you, Extra Banal. Thank you. I don't know what Onion Head is in Elite. You would love the history. Well, I'll try to look into it. I know what Onion Head is in Ghostbusters.
Make your way to landing pad 17.
Oh yeah, I got all kinds of silly gimmicks, man.
Commander.
Welcome, Nicholas Timelines. Welcome. We are doing deliveries today. We're doing the community goal. We're currently docking at this station I'm not sure I've ever been at in order to get some beer. We're going to send that beer to Colonia. Tons and tons of it. The ship flies great because it is it's slow to speed up and then slow to slow down, which adds some extra difficulty. Difficulty I wouldn't see in a different ship I see in this one because it's so big. What I'm trying to say is they did a great job with the immersion on that. Okay, there's number 17.
500
down.
meters from touchdown.
And down.
Touchdown successful. Ground crew dispatched.
Yeah, thank you for coming, man. Oh, you're happy I didn't have an auto landing? Well, you know, the auto lander isn't as much fun in the simulator, honestly. Like for real. Because it flies me around. It actually moves me, which can be disquieting, and it doesn't take the actuators into account. So sometimes it can really slam you. That doesn't happen often. It's not really dangerous, but yeah, the reason I have it off is because it's better not to have it. Okay, we don't need a big car fuel scoop, I don't think. Let's put in. Let's put in a class 4 because this is a big ship. Class. You know what? We'll go back and we'll see how many jumps we actually have to make from here. We'll make our decision there. So let's see where in the galaxy we're taking this bad boy. 5 jumps? Oh, we can actually just do 5 jumps. We don't need a fuel scoop, you guys.
5 jumps.
You haven't had a chance to do the CG, you're busy traveling? Well, this is the first time I've done it as well. Yeah, I'm glad that you're here too. Welcome. Okay, Starport Services. Not the mission. Oh, wait. We do want to go to the mission board. Because in my power fantasy, I'm not a billionaire who's actually giving my money away. I was going to give them $1 million, but they don't want $1 million today. Okay, commodities markets. And we want beer. There it is. We're not going to put on a fuel scoop because we only have to do 5 jumps.
Commander, if we load up with 1,262 tons of consumer technology, we can sell for an estimated profit of $27,463,644.
I did not realize that consumer technology was a thing here. But we've got a storyline going with beer. So we're gonna go launch this beer, and then we'll come back and we'll get that consumer technology. Does that sound good to you guys? that consumer technology is probably way, way more valuable. Whoa, 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 whoa. I have definitely lost the plot on this one. Dang.
Hull integrity now at 75%.
That's okay. Like I said, we don't need that that 25% hull. We don't need it. It's fine.
In this area.
I'm not loitering. I'm losing control of my ship. There's a difference. There we go. And this time we do fly straight until we're outside of that gravity well. So for you guys that are new, you were saying that you're at best you've done Star Citizen at best. Oh, we can't make this jump. We have to recalculate it. The difference between Star Citizen and Elite is that Star Citizen is more of like an adventure game. That's not a bad thing. It just is. Oops, accidentally
Course
cleared the route.
cancelled. Commander.
An Elite is a game about flying the ship. It's like Microsoft Flight Simulator more than it is like Ace Combat, right? And then you'll see that Star Citizen is more like Ace Combat, but they also have a lot of on-foot stuff. It's all about being in the universe with a controller than it is being in a flight simulator. Now, I mention that right now because, as you can see, I had changed my my map. I had changed my route just now. How many jumps do we have left with this new route? 9 jumps. We could do 9 jumps. I had to recalculate my route. That minutia that I'm going through is the gameplay. It's not frustrating. It is the gameplay. Having to go in and put in a flight plan, calculating your star jumps, getting all that just right, and knowing how to do that is literally the game. Yeah, after the leathery eggs get drunk on all that beer, they're going to need some entertainment. Exactly. Hello, Ketraz. Welcome, welcome. Glad that you're here. Welcome to the show. Okay, so we are flying without a fuel scoop. We are doing 9 jumps, which I think we can handle okay. It was 6. It jumped from 6 to 9 because I had to recalculate the route. It had to recalculate because I was laden. I have more mass on me than I did before with the over 1,000 tons of beer that we're now carrying. What a setup, says the Royalese. They're not jealous at all. You're not jealous of my setup? I got to try harder then. We should talk about that. This setup is built off of a arcade-style motion platform. You have seen them before and not realized it. They have 3 eggs that face outward, and they are meant for you to put on a VR headset and go on like roller coaster rides, go meet a dinosaur, that kind of thing. They are so large because they're meant to attract people to them to buy a ticket to ride. They were cutting edge in 2016, and they're being phased out of those small arcades nowadays because they're 10 years old. They've about seen their usefulness there. I was able to pick one of these up with a trade of a high-end DeLorean model, and then I rebuilt it to be a modern flight simulator. So that's why I always say refurbished and heavily modified by me.
There is a potential for core dynamic composites.
Oh, I need to change that. That code doesn't work anymore. But you know what? We might as well talk about it right now. I am indeed headed to the Sim Gaming Expo. That is on the 18th to the 20th. I'm going to be a special guest. The Sim Gaming Expo is about racing and flying. They're putting a special push for sci-fi. That's why they've asked me to go. They're also doing some stuff with trains. I know you guys like trains. All that good stuff. And the thing I want you to know about right now is not Lady Eval. Hold on. Where is it? Here it is. The thing I want you to know about right now is they are having a racing competition that you do at home. So round 1 starts July 27th, so next week, and it goes to August 10th. There's 100 people that get to enter, and the final 15 participants for the finals, the semifinals and the finals, actually do it live at the show. So they're going to set up a whole bunch of identical racing platforms for you guys to drive. So if you're into racing at all, I want to make sure you guys know about it before the deadline's over to sign up. Did somebody put into the after action report
We
to
have 6
remove
jumps left to go.
the coupon code?
There is a
Because
potential
that
for
coupon
improved
code is no longer valid. You guys missed your chance for
Command.
the 50% off. Oh, also, I found out recently that they are at 90% of their room block. So they're going to sell their room block out very soon. I'm glad I booked mine early. I can't afford it, but I'm glad I did it. You're in Europe? Oh, wow. So you're going to have to fly to see me. No, I'm just kidding. So I was just telling you guys that I managed to do a trade to get the Simstarr, right? I have actually managed to build this through those kinds of trades, through some clever, some clever modifications, and I built this basically myself with no funds because I drive around gig work during the day. I'd say which app it was, but they don't pay me enough to advertise for them. Thank you for the follow, Stefan Kozma. Welcome, welcome. What we're doing right now is we are flying from star to star to get to our destination, which was 9 stars away with the engine that I have, with the frame shift drive that I have. All of that gets calculated. Smaller ships, better drives can go. Like, I have a ship that can do this in 3 jumps, and it's taking this one 9 jumps. But I also am not loading up 1,000 tons of beer on the other one. So it's a nicely balanced system, immersive system on how this works. And every time we jump into witch space, that's the big whoosh whoosh that you were saying. Every time we do that, what's really happening in the background is it's checking the database for what stars to load, and it's loading up the next skybox, and it's loading up all the next planets and everything that should be in it. That's why sometimes it takes a little longer than normal to get there. But what's cool about that is it lets us go to 400 billion stars, literally. 400 billion star choices we can get to. And some of these have never been seen even by the developers. So, what is your professional background? Did it help you create the Simstarr? My professional background is freelance bum. And yes, because I've just picked up skills along the way, but I've never done anything for long. I mean, I started out as an air traffic controller, and then I became a tech support calling guy. And then I got into tech and illustrations, became a motion graphics person, and then I became a chief technology officer of a VR company, and we worked on VR for a couple of years. And then when I left that, I started driving for nameless app to get to pay the bills, and that ended up freeing up my time enough that I could start working on something like the Simstarr. But you would find, if you have a basic understanding of electricity, positive, negative, and ground, that kind of thing, you would find that the people that built the frame down here have built a very elegant machine that kind of teaches you how it works while you're looking at it.
There is a potential for Imperial
So
shield
getting it and
devices.
getting it working wasn't too difficult. Getting it to work on all the modern games wasn't difficult, but did require some specialized knowledge. I'm using a box called the Thanos AMC, made by a man named Thanos, and he is a genius, man, because that box translates what the game wants into something that these motors can use. Also, free feet. Yeah, man, I got the grippers out. I got the grippers out because I'm doing this in a cargo bay. Believe it or not, you guys, this is a virtual background. The real cargo bay. Hold on, I've got a button for that. Where did I put that button? No, that's not it. That's not it. Where did I put that button? Here it is. The real cargo bay.
We have 3 jumps left to go.
That button didn't work.
System
Huh.
scan complete.
Oh, right. Yeah, it wouldn't because I changed it. Never mind. I was going to show you. I was going to show you the actual cargo bay. In fact, I'm going to do it now because I've made too much of a deal out of it. Oh, I can't. Oh, well, we'll have to do it after the break. Anyway, the real cargo bay is the garage. The garage is not climate controlled, and I live in the South. It's going to be 92 Freedom units in about another hour. In here, it is currently 85 Freedom units. I have a very old, nearly broken AC that's keeping the temperature within reason, just barely. So what that means is in the summertime, grippers come out. I'm actually wearing boxer shorts right now. That's how hot it is. I was gonna wear pants. I swear this is true. I was gonna wear pants, but I couldn't find them this morning. I overslept a little bit. I only had 45 minutes to get the show going, and I looked for my pants everywhere. I couldn't find them. So I was like, okay, well, I've worn the boxer shorts the last couple of streams, so grippers and cams it is, I guess.
There is a potential for Imperial shielding in this system, Commander.
You got to feel those stars close up. You know, I actually can. These boxes that are right here, these big black rectangles, are actually heated fans. When I approach a star, they can hit me with up to 200 freedom units of heat. I don't have them on right now for two reasons. Once I installed two of them because they're in stereo, it blew the fuse. I have to fix that. But the other reason is, again, it's going to be 92 freedoms in here. I can't survive that way.
Jump into
People pay crazy prices for German beer. So, do you think it's still German beer and French champagne when it's made in outer space? You've never seen that route plan screen. Oh, well, this is Icarus Terminal, a extremely underrated app I recommend everybody get. It lets you load it up on another computer or a tablet or a phone, and it lets you read all kinds of information. And the cool part about it, let's take a look at it real quick. This is the screen. We only got one more jump. We're going to reach our destination. But this screen right here is actually a little bit more valuable than the local map that the game comes with. It's a little bit brighter, easier to read, has a little bit more information in it.
Drive charging.
And sometimes exporting beer doesn't work out as well after it arrives. They say that Guinness from Ireland tastes better locally instead of being shipped everywhere. That's possible. You don't want to ask how much the setup costs. Well, that's what I'm getting at. I've got the cost low because I traded for the parts and I fabricated my own stuff. This cost is so low that it's difficult to measure with that kind of money. I'm sorry, monetarily, because you'll be able. It's like a prop in a movie where it was cheap for the prop maker to make it, but if you want to make a replica, it takes a whole bunch to source the parts. So all these parts are cheap on their own, but trying to get them all together again would be expensive. Does that make sense to you? Here, let me go ahead and pop it into the chat. Here is the... where is it? Here is the How Do playlist.
Looks like we have a pirate on our tail.
We got a pirate on our tail. Decided not to hit the Super Cruiser Overdrive in the Panther. It'll be okay. We can get out of an interdiction. Yeah, so that playlist, we'll talk about that directly. If you're in the mood and you click on it, it will tell you what's what. Did it only play it on... Hold on. She did not put that on YouTube like she was supposed to. Oh, I know why. Hold on. Maybe? Hold on. Let's do a quick double check. It keeps signing me out. Oh. Oh. Okay. Oh, hey, look at that. How long has that been green? There we go. So that button does work. That button does work. Well, now I'm all kinds of confused, you guys. That chip's a lot more maneuverable than the Type 9. Possibly, but it also might be just that my Omni throttle that I have in my left hand lets me control my yaw a lot more precisely than you might be using. If you're using like a Logitech, that might be the reason why. Because once I got the Omni throttle, I was able to avoid interdictions like that. I've been green for a couple of minutes. You guys didn't tell me? Well, what I was trying to do, hold on, let me turn it back on. Yeah, there we go. I was trying to show you the real room, but the button didn't work before. I'm not sure why. It's working now, though. There we go. Ops chase. I will show you the magic. Oh, that's a player-made station.
Displaying station fact.
Solvan Peterson, Sierra India Mike. Please place a docking request before attempting
You
to
thought it was a feature?
material facility.
Well, I guess it kind of is.
You are cleared for access. Please continue to Bay 17.
Bay 17. Sierra India Mike.
Landing pad 17 is situated at 10 o'clock at the front when you enter with green lights to your right.
Scan detected.
Oh, it's definitely the Panther that's more maneuverable because you escaped the same pirate 5 minutes earlier. Oh, that's good to know. Oh, there's a guy. There's a guy. Sorry, guy. Wheels down.
Landing gear deployed.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Decompromised.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
This is our first visit to this station, Commander.
And done. All right, guys, we made it.
Docked safely. Please shut down systems.
Green background with pasty ankles. So yeah, that's how you get a good pulse. Is you guys can have those ankles everywhere. Oh, you guys were asking about my background. I've done that. I've actually edited video for people who like feet. That feet thing's real. I'm only making conversation. I was surprised. I was surprised that people were actually into feet enough that they wanted to see giant feet crush a guy. But I made little guys, and then it was a real person's foot that crushed a CG guy. I did that for 2 years.
Incoming message.
You can see how being in the States versus the EU would make availability an issue, but building is another story. Our mind's more capable than we give ourselves credit for. That's right. There's lots of ways you can do this yourself. You can just build it yourself. There is I should make a link just to that guy. During the pandemic, a guy showed how to build your own simulator with windshield wiper blades from a car in an Arduino board. It is possible to build it that way. New add-on for the Simstarr, foot-sized kitty wading pool. Oh wow, that would be very splashy directly onto my PC. I know you're just joking, but I just had a horrible vision of that happening. Okay. Now, it should just be sell anywhere, but I'm just going to double check. Hold on. Community goals. Yeah, there's no button to sell here. So we go to the commodities market, and then we sell this stuff, and that'll put us on the board. A wave pool. Yeah, you ain't kidding. Finger Thief. Welcome, 0707. Welcome. Okay, let's sell. This is just showing us what's available, what they want. Oh, this is interesting. I've never seen it this way before. It's showing you every rare good that you can get. Buckyball beer mats. But there's our leathery eggs. So we want to sell those. We're going to have to filter this. Oops. Push the wrong button. Since this list is longer than normal, we're going to have to filter this to present in cargo. Okay. Sell. Yeah. And sell that beer for quite a bit of profit. Done.
Frank, Trudeau in the house. Or in
Now,
the
sometimes what ends up happening is the mission doesn't update right away, but we'll take a look and we'll see where we stand. Oh, good. We're there. We're in the top 100% right now. If somebody could look on Inara and let me know how much we have to sell in order to find ourselves in the top 75, because that's what I would like to aim for today.
Oh yeah, it's Trudeau.
Yeah, as Dragon Master says, thanks for the help with the Dodec, and thank you. Finger Thief is the one. It's funny, I was blanking on your name earlier, man. I was just calling you Finger for short, but I was like, it was Stolen Fingers, or Take My Fingers, or Finger Remover. It's Finger Thief. Finger Thief was kind enough to write the code that is letting us StreamerBot run stuff. But I think I've done something wrong today because it's not working the way it's supposed to. I think I used your variables, and I don't think they're working the way I have them set up. So I will have to redo them. They worked fine in practice, but they're not working now. All right, so let's go to places, commodities. Let's see what's rare nearby.
With regret, we must inform pilots that
Oh, thank you. I didn't realize that's what you were saying. Top 10 commanders. No, I just need to know what to get to be the 75%.
An Orbis starport that is 3,710 light seconds from the star to pick up some Delta Phoenicis palms. Note,
Let's set some
with rare
course.
commodities, supply numbers often fluctuate from 0 to their max available. Setting course for Delta Phoenicis.
It's only one jump over anyway.
System
So
is
let's,
just one jump away.
Let's go over there and see what we can see. Oh, I keep pushing the wrong dang button.
There is nothing we can buy at our current station that is worth selling in Delta Phoenicis.
Oh, yes, thank you, Nibbler. So just so you guys know, since some of y'all are new, you can make Nibbler Pier, you can feed Ropet, which I will give to Finger Thief right now. Thank you for the help with the code, Finger Thief. Here's your Ropet for the day. You can interact with them, and the upcoming Lady DeVale, that's this lady right here. This is Lady DeVale. That's a character I actually designed myself, no AI used. And she's a member of the crew already, but she's going to be talking to us soon. And you can interact with her by becoming a channel member, either a YouTube channel member or a Twitch subscriber at any level. Yeah, I'm thinking, the variables inside of StreamerBot are the percentages, and then yours had the tildes, right? And I was under the impression I could use yours to grab it. I was pretty sure it was working. It might not be reading it right. Oh, I have my freaking telemetry off. I'm so dumb. I'm like, wow, this doesn't feel right. Yeah, because I'm not moving around. There we go. Let's go into StreamerBot real quick. And let's tell this thing to run. It is running, but maybe it wasn't grabbing the variables like it should have, because they're not working this morning. I'm not sure why.
control zone now exceeded. We hope you have a
I was gonna say maybe it was your version of the variables with the tildes, but that doesn't make any sense. Currently 4,500 tons for the top 75, but that's going to go up. You are correct, Kai. That is going to go up. So we should aim for something like 5,500 at least. Not a problem, because we just turned in 1,200, so that's not a bad goal to make sure we get to 75. The auto fabricators on Crake de Chavaz and C is very close and cheap. Okay, I will go to that one next, I guess.
This is the final stop in our current route.
Well, maybe.
There is a
Let's see
potential
what
for
they have
a
available, because we don't know how many they've got.
Commander.
Let me go to activity. The best destination for rare commodities, Delta Phoenix. 11 light years. Yeah, trading. The Orbit Starport Trading Post. There we go. Done. And away we go. It's 2 jumps when you're empty and 4 when you're full. Okay. Oh, and it's a lovely asteroid base. That does sound nice. Yeah. We'll go check that one out next. A little bit of Super Cruise Overdrive. Hey, I think I hit that really good. I'm thinking, because we can do 5,000 in the time available. We have enough time to kind of goof a little. So I'm thinking we should go to a different place every time and see what's there. So we'll set a course for a different rear good each time. You want to shoot for at least 10K? I don't think I'd have to go that high. It's only a week long. It's going to be over on Thursday, right? Should be. Well, we'll just keep doing what we're doing today. I do this stream on Mondays and Wednesdays, right? So we'll just keep being chill today, delivering as much as we can. It'll probably be over 6,000 anyway. Then we'll reevaluate on Wednesday morning and see if we need to take it seriously or not. I do like getting paint jobs for free, so I do want to get in that top 75. You switched over to Twitch, you can have something else going on? Well, welcome. Is there a Project Simstarr group in Elite Dangerous you can play together? Yes, there is. There is a private instance that you can join from the social tab at the main menu. You can just type in Simstarr, it'll come up. It's called just Simstarr. It will automatically approve you for entry. There's no PvP, but everything else is good to go. And then you can do things like fly around in the system while I'm flying around. As you can see, there's not a need to wing up today. So we don't do a lot of stuff together, but when we do, that's where we do it, is inside that instance. Which, by the way, has a level 2 channel member, as a non-commissioned officer. You get first priority to wing up. So if you did want to wing up with me, you wanted to make sure you got a slot, that's how to do it. But we don't wing up all that often. It's the problem, because we're doing stuff right now that doesn't require it.
Please make your way to landing pad 40.
Yeah, you can make friends. We also have a system. The here, let me pop that in. That is here. So that is the location of Project Simstarr Prime, the space station. It is in that system, which is Col 285, Sector PZZ B27-B. That's why I have a button for it. And if you ever wanted to go there, that's where we call our home.
Maintain your approach, Commander. Ground services are ready.
Whoa! That's what we call in air traffic a near miss.
7%.
I didn't see that plane at all. You guys ever seen the movie Millennium? That's what just happened there, man. Crazy.
Taking damage.
Look at all the hull we have left.
Landing gear deployed.
You know, some people wonder about my screen. I want to remind you guys that it's a 55-inch TV. And just now, I really felt like I was turning.
Stationary vessels are not permitted at this facility, Commander.
Oh, I only got 20 seconds. Am I headed to the wrong one?
Bounty incurred of 400 credits for blocking the landing pad.
I thought that one said 4. Oh, it says 4, not 40. Oh, I feel dumb. There it is. There's 40. Almost got blown out of the sky.
visit to
And
the station command.
oh, we can't repair yet. That's funny. We can't repair because of all the laws I just broke.
Offline. Our facilities are at your disposal.
Millennium from the late 80s is an underrated movie. I agree, but it is a weird movie. So you got to be in the mood for weird. But yeah, that's what Millennium was like. All of a sudden you look down and you see the landing gear of another plane. That's the scene I'm talking about. Hey, we are also 1,000 years in the future, so it works out. Okay, I think that's the only thing I had to do. Let's go back. Yep. Repair and now start with services. You put it up there with Strange Days. I've never actually seen Strange Days. Okay, we'll say rare goods and we'll say present in cargo. Let's see how that goes for us. There we go. How many of those can we get? Oh, good. Oh, 17. I thought it was 400 for a second. All right, commodities market. Pictures. Off. Consumer goods. Oh boy, Imperial slaves. Will they accept any of this? Well, yeah, they would have to, right? They would have to. Oh, wait, there's beer. We know for sure they take beer. There we go. We'll fill the rest of it with beer, just like before. So beer and rare goods once again. Okay.
At maximum capacity.
Set a course back. Free Jack with Estevez and Jagger. Yeah, that was a good movie. Mick Jagger was really good in Free Jack.
Setting course for Facis. We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
It's just called Simstarr, not Project Simstarr. Simstarr with 2 R's. That's the private server that you're looking
If we
for.
load up with 1,262 tons of wine, we can sell for an estimated profit of 2,004,056 credits in Facis, at Peter's base, 1,546.76 light seconds from the star.
Checking some messages real quick. Okay, let's get back to it. So what we're doing again is this, you guys. We are on our way back to that station. We're going to be trucking all day today. I like this idea of going off and getting different kinds of rare goods. Lets us go to new stations and discover new rare goods. Lets us leave behind unnecessary hull. Love it. Hey, a raid! This kid, welcome. Hello! Welcome to my tiny little stream. I appreciate the raid. A little bit of what coming my way? A chaos. A little bit of chaos coming my way.
Viewers.
Yes, I do love some chaos. Welcome. This is Project Simstarr. My name is Commander Wacko. You can just call me Peter. I got the grippers out. If you're into that because you like chaos. And this here is the Simstarr, my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator. Are you guys from Elite Dangerous? Are you familiar with the kind of game we're playing today? Consumer technology, beer, wine, polymers, building fabricators, auto fabricators. Yeah. Well, I can remember beer. So we'll go to each rare place and we'll just keep an eye out.
We're now 1 jump from Facis.
Oh, I didn't even check to see how many jumps this was. Looks like it's only 3. Yeah, no ganking in our system, but other than that, you can see me flying around.
Frameshift drive charging.
Well, a quiet group, I guess. You guys came in and then you haven't said anything, but that's okay.
Jumping to Facis.
So let's see, the temperature's up to 86 freedoms out here, which is why the grippers are out. Oh, good. You guys are very familiar. Excellent, excellent. So you probably were playing the same CG we are. We're celebrating the Colonia festivities. We're getting the parties, favors together, the streamers, the bunting. You got to have the bunting.
We have
So
reached
we're
our
in charge of that.
destination.
I'm gonna bring some white people
This is an enemy stronghold system.
potato salad. That's the kind that's got a bunch of
We have
mustard
a
in it,
places
but no
of interest entry
raisins.
for this system.
I couldn't
Filed
do
under
anything crazy
capital
like
ship
that, but we're
box.
getting the barbecue ready. There's a lot of stations in this sector. Peter's base, you gotta look to see it. Grumpy Old Man says he's seen my YouTube shorts before. The rig is insane. Well, thank you, thank you. Actually, interestingly enough, the YouTube is really stifling me lately. It has not been sharing my shorts. Now, not all of my shorts are golden. I put one up every day, and some of them are mid and some of them are good, but it's actually been clearly throttling me a little bit. I know this because the one with Meat Canyon has gotten 80,000 views over on Insta, and it's only gotten 10,000 views on YouTube. So I've done something to displease the algorithm with what I've been posting. Your dream game is Blade and Sorcery Nomad. If you're kind, please gift it to the user. I don't know Blade and Sorcery Nomad. I would die if I had Hawaiian style mac and potato salad. Why? Has it got that lettuce in it? Has it got that poop yourself to death lettuce? But no, I call it white people potato salad because Gabby makes potato salad differently than I do. She likes the way I make it, but she does not make it that way, even though she knows how. The key is way too much mustard. Got to turn that stuff yellow. My friend Eric, who the Daring Dynamax is named after, was a fiend for mustard. Hey, we got into the following goal. I do actually have following goals, so I appreciate that. We are at 600 followers on the Twitch side, and honestly, that's a little embarrassing. So I mentioned at least once a stream. It would be better if I had that number higher, because we were talking about how YouTube is throttling me a little bit, but the subscriber count over there, that's the free one on YouTube, is a reasonable amount. Actually, an impressive amount, I should say. 30K is not bad. It's close to it. But 600 is a little low. And that's because I wasn't on Twitch for the longest time. So if you are so inclined to follow, it would be helpful to me. I have been using the Kinect Mark II. I've been using a modified Kinect camera for the chase cam since I started doing Project Simstarr. This is because it's the best camera I had for the job. I just could not upgrade it. When Elgato contacted me, I asked for the face cam for this because this camera wasn't doing so well, and they were nice enough to send that to me. And I was like, the Kinect camera works fine. It's okay. It'll get it done. Until it started to break down. On one of the streams, it started locking up and shutting down. So since I needed a new camera, I was like, hey, Elgato, buddy, old pal. And they were like, we got you, fam. And they hooked me up with this camera right here. So you can see it's got much richer colors. The separation on the green is much better. It's crisper. It's a camera that was made this decade. And it is overall an improvement on the Simstarr project. So again, thank you to Elgato for hooking me up with the equipment I need. They've sent me one other thing that is in use right now, and I'll tell you about that sometime soon.
Please follow all docking regulations and fly safely.
Yes, Nibbler's letting you guys know about the Discord. If you were interested in joining our Discord, that is the link to do so. We have a lot of stuff that's just in open. We talk about Elite Dangerous. We share screenshots. We've got a channel called Motion Talk where I want to see your simulator, or you can ask questions, or just show it cool things that you found along the way. We've got another one called Deals and Savings, where I do share things I find, but not. The idea is not that you go buy the things I find. It's to help you learn how to find stuff locally for yourself. Oh, I'm under attack. I wonder why I'm under attack.
Adjust your current approach vector.
Well, there we go. The VR game Blade and Sorcery Nomad is a VR game. It's $25. I should check it out, actually, because I'm a VR guy. I haven't booted up my VR headset since I started the project. Well, that's not true. I have used it. I use it for something almost daily, but to play video games on it, I really haven't played any games since I got the project and started going. So I should try out a new VR game. Keep up with what's going on. I'll probably jump back into it when the Steam frame comes out. I can't afford one, but I'll figure it out.
Landing successful. Please shut down systems.
That system chat? What about the system chat? Let's go to contacts and see. Do I owe anybody any money? Administrative contact. Was that a bounty claim that guy was trying to do? Not here. Transactions.
Anything special about
$300 fine by Operation Ida. A $3,000 bounty. Yeah, that's why. We'll have to check for an interstellar factor next. Okay. Commodities markets. Sell. Delta Phonetics Psalms. What are these? High demand in this market. A truly organic pest eradication tool. These sterile plants can only be grown from cuttings. Their pollen is lethal to most insectoid life forms. Historically, it used their bodies as a host to germinate. Note that this may cause hallucinations if workers are overexposed. Oh, that's cool. I mean, lore-wise, and actually what it says that it does is cool. All right, well, we've sold off the hallucinogens. Now let's sell off the beer.
Incoming message.
And we're actually just ready to go again. Okay. Reputation status too friendly. Cordial. These are all the places I've been giving money to. Commander, congratulations. Your power rank is now 62. Recognition of your loyalty to the Kano Kane's cause. You can have this bag of junk we've got. You got to stop asking me because I'm not rich. You have more money than I do. I do not even have $25, my friend. I'm not going to gift you something. In fact, let's switch that around. I don't have any money, so why don't you send a tip over to my wife Gabby? Why don't you toss a coin to your Gabby to keep the show running, huh? Stronghold system, opposing power will attack you. Okay. Well, that explains why my power status just went up. That hasn't happened in a while. I've been in indie space for a while. All right, places. We want an interstellar factor because I do want to sell that bounty off anyway. I realize that wasn't the main problem, but I want to sell it off. So let's just head to the nearest interstellar factor and then see what goods they have there.
95 light years from you. Head to Savda Terra, an Ocella starport that is 6 light seconds from the star. Setting course for X, HR-V B2-5.
Okay,
System
and
is just one jump away.
We'll have to avoid that guy if he's still mad at us.
HR-V B2-5. Command.
Oh, thank you for following, Lord have mercy. No, for real, Particle X. I get the need to ask for stuff. I really do. But the Simstarr was not built with money. It was built with tenacity. I drive gig work during the day, and I haven't been making a lot of money because the kids are out. Kids are off school, and they're stealing all my jobs. So I am just barely scraping by right now. So I would not be able to afford $25 for myself, let alone for you. I'm sorry about that.
Integrity compromised.
The best VR lamps, yep. Bone Lab, I know of it, but I don't have it. Laden Sorcery, yeah. It's time to recognize the officers. Well, if it's time to recognize the officers, it's going to be time for a break too. So let's get out of here, and then we'll recognize the officer. Because at officer level, you get a shout out at least once a stream. So let's get out of here first, and we'll do it in witch space. How about that?
Station restrictions are now lifted.
We have successfully transitioned to which side? HR-V 2-5.
There we go. And that ends that music. So let's go. Thank you, Gentle Berserker. Thank you, John Malove. Thank you, Introplasm. Thank you, Wernick. Thank you, Fazillo. Thank you, Dylan McMahon. Thank you, Chris Pizzotto. Thank you, Chazzle101.
DL4
Thank you, Elaine.
tipped Gabby $6.90. Love your effort to Elite Dangerous.
I stopped doing it because we gotta switch gears, guys. We gotta switch gears. We gotta do the celebration dance. Thank you, DL, for tipping Gabby some fun. It's real nice to get some support from the crew. So thank you. I stopped to say this to you. So yeah, because I did want I wanted to stop so that your chat message could come through. So thank you for that, and I'm glad that you're looking out for us. So let's try it again. Thank you, Joe Berserker. Thank you, John Malope. Thank you, Introplasm. Thank you, Wernick. Thank you, Frizzello. Thank you, Dylan McMahon. Thank you, Crispy Zotto. Thank you, Chazzle101. Thank you, Elaine. Thank you, Empress Mole. And thank you to my non-commissioned officer level supporters on Twitch, which there are none. That's why I would keep them if I had some. But seriously, thank you guys for your support. I really do appreciate it. No, you should stick around, Parcel, because you helped get $6.90. So thank you. Now that is set up as a tip to Gabby because Gabby supports me. Boy, I haven't been paying attention at all. Did I just overshoot? Was this a close station I ever shot? Yes, it is. Okay, there we go. It was right next to the sun. I shot right past it. Now, Dragon Master, you've said banana. I don't know why you've said banana, but there is a banana on the back of the Simstarr. That is my snack for today. And we will definitely be having banana time. We'll be having snacks because I added a new scene just for snacks. I have a button to press just for when I'm eating snacks. And I skipped breakfast this morning because remember I started a little late today. So I am ready for that banana. You were planning on doing the banana time, but then you did the loop of shame. Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad that you took the time to make fun of me. Thank you for that. And here we are at Salim de Terra. We're here specifically to pay off that debt, but I'm sure their commodities market will have something we can use. A little harmless jab is always good. Yeah, that's Twitch for you. Oh, we just made the streamer suffer. No big deal.
Commander, you will find landing pad 24 at 12 o'clock at the front, keeping green lights to your right.
You know, I actually need to change that because it's one of the only things we did not, me and Little Red have not developed ourselves. We've gotten pretty good at making our own music, our own content. You know, not counting the Elite Dangerous backdrop, of course, but that's one of the only meme references I have. I should probably change it. You know, just change it to a MIDI of right round.
Taking damage.
Woof, that was rough. Okay, you're down.
Landing gear deployed.
This
And
is our
down.
to this station.
Landing successful. Disembark when ready.
You love having YouTube and Twitch access because on one you could be nice and on the other one you could be mean, right? All right, so here's an interstellar factor. That means that they don't have a local government, so they're tied into a kind of a universal network that lets you pay fines in other places, which I'm doing right now. There we go. So now all fines are paid. Let me double check. I've been meaning to do that for a while, so I'm glad we took care of that. And we can get back to what we were doing, which was Starport Services commodities. I want to buy what? Will you sell me beer?
How can I be of assistance?
No. Minerals, metals. I don't see anything here that they actually want. Did they want coal metals? I know that the list of things they actually want is quite long. I don't see anything here that they actually want, though. Will they take non-lethal weapons? I think they will. Doomsday Tokyo Metro says I've been bad. Oh, yes, I have. I did not look both ways before I crossed the Peter's station. They won't take non-lethal weapons. Okay. You do when you guys answer a question though, because he says no, you do have to be like, no, they won't, because don't forget there's like a minute-long delay between I say something and you see it. So I'm getting that out of context, but just barely. Thank you for the following, James. Thank you. I do like follows as well. That's a free thing you can do for me. They need consumer technology, beer, wine, polymers, building fabricators, auto fabricators, conductive fabrics, and rare goods. Not what I need here. Oh, you know what I should do? Let's go to the filters. Oops, that's compare. Let's go to the filters. It was... Oh, I can't just buy those. Okay, so... Oh, what if I said required by mission? That might... Because this is a mission, right? All right, well, what we'll do instead is we'll continue our quest from here. And instead of trying to force this to work, we'll just go to commodities, rare, and we'll just go to a place that has something rare. They have...
The best destination for rare commodities is Nahuatl, which is 39.59 light years from you. Head to Artsabashev Terminal, an Orbis starport that is 133 light seconds from the star, to pick up some platinum alloy. Note, with rare commodities, supply numbers often fluctuate from 0 to their max.
All right, we'll head to Narwhal. Nartol, which is 2 jumps away, and we'll get some rare items there, and then we'll get some more supplies from there. Thank you for following since 420. Thank you. I really do appreciate these follows, you guys. What controllers do you use? The lever in your hand, in your left hand. What is that? Okay, so this is the...
Commander, if we load up with 1,262 tons of Bertrandite, we can sell for an estimated profit of 6,413,000.
Not a bad profit.
Credits in Nahuatl at Rigovision,
but we're not going to.
95.42
I'd rather make the jump faster. This is the BKB Gladiator right here, and this is the opposite facing. I know you can't see it from where you're at, but this is the opposite facing BKB Omni Throttle. And an Omni Throttle is great for space games because it lets you do the throttle forward and backwards, and then it lets you do yaw left and right. It really does free up my ability to fly the ship a little bit better. I made a short about it, but I don't have it like directly linked. So I'll have to send you the How Do podcast playlist. It's in the How Do playlist, but I don't remember exactly where it's at because there's like 40 things in there now. But if you look it up, it'll say something about controllers. Okay, so I brought the ship down because I'm going to take a quick break. What's the thing you pull when you jump? Never mind, I'm gonna tell you about that first. This is my hyperspace lever. I made this one myself. There's an arcade button in here, and it's spring loaded. And when I pull it back, it just activates the arcade button. That's running into this box, which I call the hammer. That's also mine, and it's all powered. Instead of an Arduino, it's powered on a cheap joystick board that I got off of Amazon for $8. So the wire's running in there, and then that's just boom, hyperspace. I really recommend, you'll find that in the How Do playlist as well. I really recommend stealing this because it is based off of an e-brake that you could just get off a Thingiverse. You can just 3D print this up, pop a button in there, and then you got a hyperspace like your Chewbacca. Who doesn't want to be like Chewbacca? Come on. So yeah, I'm going to step away real quick, guys. Don't go anywhere. I'll see you in a moment. I'm just going to cool off, refresh my drink, and then we'll have snack time. So I'll be right back. 2 minutes, 2 seconds. And I am back. Yeah, as Dragon Master was saying, perfect ad break. I went on break the very second that Twitch did. I should probably lean into learning how to time those out so that I can take a break the same time they do, but it's a little beyond me for now. Okay, guys. So I am back and we're going to do more deliveries. But first, it's snack time. And this is a brand new button. And you know how I get jazzed when I have a new feature. So check this out. The previous one was timed for like a minute.
You'll never catch me out of uniform.
Want your banana nibbler? But this one goes for like 3 minutes. Yeah, Twitch users need to use the Tor browser so they can avoid ads, but you still get the revenue. I agree. Welcome, welcome. Welcome, Dead Game. You've come during snack time. Today's snack is a banana. It's usually a banana. This music is by Roll the Red. The habit should actually be about food.
Living things. Tiny changes in pH can be disastrous. For example, in fermentation, bacteria give off lactic acid among their waste products. The faster the colony grows, the more acid it gives off. And soon the pH of its growing medium begins to decrease, which means the acidity is increasing.
Well, thank you. Thank you for that lesson. Today's today's drink is a soda. It is Dr. Pepper, and it's in my Project Simstarr tumbler, which is available on the merch store, you guys. Here's a link to the merch store for you. Okay. That was actually the wrong button. I meant to push this one. There we go. That actually worked out pretty good. I love it. I love it when things come together. All right, guys. So we have set a course to a new station. Let's see. Where did she say we should go? Oh, wow. Our Shibaship terminal is where we should go. I know I butchered that. But we're going to head over to this terminal and we're going to buy some rare goods there and probably more beer. Because we can't have too much beer at Colonia, right?
Restraints released. Please fly carefully as you leave the facility.
Flying carefully as I relieve this facility. Sarah, India, Mike. Oh, went a little too high. And hey, I made it. All right. Look at that, 100% hull. And you guys thought I would leave some behind. I need all my hull. Do I have a community squadron? I do have a community squadron, but we never use the dang thing. It is something technically you need to be a channel member for, but I do have one. Oh, you know what? You know what? What I'm going to change? Yes, Doom Tokyo. We have a free squadron. We actually do. Because if you join the Discord is becoming a community of people who are absolutely looking out for each other in the way a squadron would. For example, they're doing stuff that I'm not even a part of now. They are helping Dragon Master with his building his dodecahedron in his system. In fact, we're going to go look at that right now because he had asked. 1 second. This is a good time for shout-outs. He had asked that we go to
We're now one jump from
colonization and VSGs, and we showed, there it is. We had given a shout out to all the commanders that had worked so hard for him. So, is it here? No. Well, that's what I thought this was. I thought he said he had done that. Well, Dragon, I'm sorry, I don't see it. I thought you would put a list of the folks. Oh, is this it? Oh, yes, here it is. Okay. Sorry, got it. Okay, so, yeah, the top 5 contributors. These are the guys that came over because of our Discord, came over and helped him build his dodecahedron, which You know, he didn't dream he'd be able to do it at all, and then he got a whole bunch of help to get it done way faster than he thought he could. So thank you guys for helping him out, and thank you for helping me build out my system the way that I did. Yeah, so instead of joining the games squadron, I suggest you just join the crew. Just hang out there. That's all free. But if you request to join my squadron and then let me know about it, I'll add you on.
Frameshift drive charging.
Oh, he'll do it. He said, feel free to bug me if you need help. And he's like, oh, I'll bug you. I'll do it.
Jump initiated. Heading to Marvel.
Okay, in a rise.
This is an enemy stronghold system. Commander.
Another enemy stronghold system.
We have reached our target destination. There is a potential for Imperial shielding in this system.
It had a weird name. You guys remember? It was Arch's RDZ Brasief Terminal. That's where we want to go. These guys have a rare good we need, some kind of platinum alloy that's difficult to produce. So it's difficult, so only these guys do it, is the idea. I wonder what language this is. That's a real word, but I don't recognize that at all, man. Arzabashif. There we go. I got it. Not entirely without hope. So one person said they weren't into Marvel slop. I'm into those Marvel movies. I think that they're good. The amount of effort it took, the amount of years and the amount of money and artistry it took to go from Iron Man and the Hulk and solo movies all the way up to Endgame and bringing every star in Hollywood together for that one funeral scene at the end. All of that effort was build up and payoff. It was beautiful. But once that happened, they're pretty much done at that point, and they needed to pull it back and tone it down a little bit, and instead they just kind of lost their cohesion. So while that Doomsday movie looks okay, I don't know if they've earned it like they did previously. I want to see what you guys think. I know that there's a lot of Marvel fatigue, but I think the real problem is just a lack of cohesion. For example, they really should have either stuck or recast the actor for what's the name of the Time guy? Because Loki and the TSA stuff was really great, and he would have been a great villain. But then they wrote him out because there was controversy with the actor. Well, just replace the actor and keep it going. If they had done that, I'd probably be more invested. One thing I'm not invested in is bringing in the X-Men. I like the X-Men. The cartoon's great, but I don't want to really see them hanging out. Because they're a whole different thing. I think they should be their own universe. It's all going to go to the toilet because they're going to use AI for the rest of it. Yeah, possibly. You'll be off surfing, working and getting relocation program going. Well, let us know if you're homeless, man. The terminal is pronounced, well, that first word, I'm going to assume is Heart C. Bashif. Hartsi Bashif. Okay. Bashif, not Bashif. Bashif. Okay. I'm going to make things a little uncomfortable for you guys. The real problem with Phase 4 or 5, whatever one we're in, is racism. Because it was time to let the next generation come in, and the next generation traditionally, because of the way that comic books work, are minorities. There are people of color, they're women, they're people from all over the world doing their thing. And what Hollywood does every time, they say that Hollywood will do anything for money, but every single time a movie does well in the black demographic, for example, Sinners and Black Panther, every time it does gangbusters, it gets up to Oscar-worthy. the people are in a good position, and then they do things on purpose to choke them out. I can prove that with Blade. The guy did such a great job with Green Book. They said, what do you want to do next? He said he wanted to do Blade. And for some reason, they can't get Blade off the ground. Isn't that weird? And then Black Panther did great. And then for some reason, they can't get Black Panther 2 off the ground. Isn't that weird? That's 20. We're not going to fall for that again. We want number 2. I'm telling you that Hollywood on purpose strangles those franchises because they're racist. Just straight up.
Hull integrity now at 79%.
And down.
This is our first visit to this station, Commander.
Safe and secure. Alight when ready.
Boris Malukovich Ashibayev, Russian-American illustrator. Okay, well, you know what? If that's the case, then we're going to have a station fact. So let's take a look. There he is. Oh, that's Peter's base. That's Peter's base. There's no fact for this guy. Hold on. This is... No. Oh, darn it. I forget how this works. Information? Station facts. Oh, that's the newest one they've got. Well, let's take a look at why they named it Peter's base anyway. Peter's base is named for Christian Heinrich Frederick Peters. Christian Heinrich Peters, September 19th, 1813 to 1890, was a German-American astronomer and one of the first to discover asteroids. So that's cool. Yeah, Elite is full of history like that. I agree. It's a little 20th century centric because we're supposed to be in the 30th, 3000s, but it's still fun to go to places like the Ridley Scott, the George Lucas, the Vaughnaut, the Isaac Asimov, places like that. You can agree. You've been in Hollywood and you've seen it happen. Yep. Okay. So a producer, we'll talk about this a little bit. A producer is in a place where he can say just the right thing to screw it up. And then he can hide his racism behind excuses like, oh, we're still working on the script. It's in development hell. They can on purpose send projects they don't want into development hell. And that's what they did on Blade. And why they do that? Because they knew that Blade was going to be great. They knew everybody was going to love Blade. And they knew that guy had won an Oscar for having a black movie, and he didn't want it, so he put it in development hell. I'm telling you, that's definitely what happened. The thing you're using is so cool. What did you say it was again? Icarus. This is ED Copilot. And ED Copilot has an add-on called ED Copter. So this is a third computer. This whole thing is a third computer that I'm using, and I'm using just a webhook. You can't see it, but there's a web address just above this. It's just Brave or Chrome browser. And it ties into ED Copilot, which is a third-party program that's running on the main computer. So I've got the main computer here, the third computer here, and this webhook connecting the two. This one is called Icarus. Icarus is the one that gives me a graphical representation of where I am. I click on it, it gives me more information about it. I can also go and look at my ship, which I find to be a lot more useful than using the end game version. And then finally, this one is Touch Portal, which is, it's like Gamer Glass, but it's a one-time purchase thing. It's a little Fisher Price because I never bothered to make some good graphics for it. ED Copilot does have that same feature, but it's a little complicated for me. So I don't generally use it, but it is there. All of this is free. You can just install it and start using it. You're playing War Thunder and watch the German drop a nuke. War Thunder is pretty cool. I do need to try that sometime. Yeah, it's less producer and more studio execs. I agree with you. When I say producer, I just mean like the higher echelons. And I'm not even talking right now about the rich. I'm talking about the person that lives in Hollywood that knows the talk and knows how to throw a wrench in. They will do that on purpose for minorities of any kind. I could just stop there. They will on purpose. They'll allow a movie to happen because they'll think it'll make them some money. But when it launches like Black Panther did, or like Blade did, because they know that Blade would do amazing in this climate, they purposely throw a wrench in it. I promise you, Centers 2, if it's not independently produced, if it's run by somebody, would run into all kinds of problems. Finally here, long night readings. Well, welcome, XOR Mega. You missed your shout out, but I did give you one earlier. Okay, so that's enough talking about the current climate. Actually, not the current climate, the forever climate. Let's get back to this. We're going to buy some rare goods. Is that why we're here? We're here to buy rare goods? Ah, there it is. Yep, platinum alloy. And they have 13 of them. Let's get that. And let's see if they have some beer, because that's been working good for us.
We don't have to do this.
I don't see any. Semiconductors, superconductors, explosives. Oh, you know what? Edie Copilot can actually help us. Let's set a course and let Edie tell us what we should buy. Because she searches the database in the same way that we would. Hey, let's zoom out a little bit.
We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
I really like how we've been about this today. We're going to all kinds of new star systems we've never been to before.
Commander, if we load up with 1,262 tons of tritium, we can sell for an estimated profit of 9,358,992
Okay, tritium.
credits in Facis at Simpson Depot, 347.67 light seconds from the star.
Was tritium on the list, you guys? Oops, that's missions. Is that what we want? Commodities market. Probably. Let's just go ahead and fill it up anyway. Might as well. 07 Soaring Eagle, welcome. Welcome, you guys. It's good to see familiar faces.
At maximum capacity.
Okay, launch, and let's go. Yeah, the temperature is rising in here. It's currently 87 freedom units, but I think we'll get through the day all right. I got to admit, I'm looking for the end of Spaceman summer. It will be nice to be out of this heat. It's much better when it's way too cold and I have to wear an extra jacket. Oh, you know what? This year I should wear a special Spaceman jacket. It's never even occurred to me before. I could tell that. Tell we're in the bubble because all the places we've been going, the solar systems have names. Jump exceeds fuel amount. Oh, right. Yep, that happens. Hold on. We got to recalculate our route.
Course cancelled. Commander.
Now it's 3 jumps instead of 2. But we can take this
Resuming
time
our
to
route
go
to
in and
Facis.
program the
We will reach our
station we're
destination
going
in
to.
3 jumps.
Ah, they didn't actually tell us to go to Peter's base. That's okay. So we're not maximizing our profit on this run, but that's okay. I will learn. You guys keep telling me the things we need, but I keep forgetting what they are. I should just go in and program them. That's what I should do. I'll take the time to do that this time.
Now clear of the station. Thank you, Commander. Have a splendid journey.
I'll program the filter, so those are the only things that show up.
We have successfully transitioned to which slot.
But I'm enjoying going and running for the rare goods anyway, so that's not a bad thing. I would have come here anyhow, is what I'm saying. Because I don't really need that much money. I am running a little low. I'm at 600 million. I prefer to keep it up at like 8 or 900 million, somewhere below $1 billion, but above 600 is where I tend to like it. So I'm not in a big hurry to make some money, but I do want these runs to be successful, right?
Frameshift drive charging.
So I made that video about Papa Meat, just my response to his response, and it's been doing really well on Instagram. And the thing that's funny to me is that they keep adding Papa Meat. They keep going, at Meat Canyon, at Meat Canyon. That's all they do. And I'm like, the guy's got 9 million subs, guys. He made a video shouting me out. He knows who I am.
We're now one
Like,
jump.
I don't understand why you guys are adding him. Isn't that just going to be annoying to
System
him?
scan complete.
I mean, all I'm doing is watching a video of him watching a video of me. What the heck are you adding him for? I did invite him to send me an email if you wanted information about motion simulators, but that information is going to get to him. You don't have to, like, he's been added like 100 times at this point, and I just don't get why they're doing that. I feel like that's going to be more harmful than good. Don't you guys think? Thank you, Lady DeVale. You guys might remember at the beginning of the stream, I mentioned that I had added some automations, but they didn't appear to be working. I realized how and why, and I fixed it. So now Lady DeVale will pop in and she'll let us know information. So as you saw, we got up to 100% of heat, and Lady DeVale is the engineer, and she launched it for us. She only does that for certain events, so I don't think she's going to be too spammy. But I do notice she's still only doing that in Twitch. So hold on a second. Let's fix that real quick. I'll risk it. We won't hit that sun. What are the chances we'll hit that sun? Okay, platforms, YouTube. Yep, automatically logged us out. But I can do this on camera because I'm just pushing the button. There we go. And we're logged in now. So the next time she says something, it'll pop up on YouTube as well. Oh, look at the timing. We hadn't even loaded the next place yet. That's nice.
Commander, we have arrived at the requested location.
Thank you,
We have a
Edie.
places of interest entry for this system, filed under capital ship docks.
Capital ship docks. Oh, we're not getting anywhere near that. That'll definitely be an enemy ship. So I was thinking about September 19th is Talk Like a Pirate Day. And I'm going to be at the Sim Gaming Expo that day. And I was like, oh, that's a shame. We can't do a stream about talking like a pirate. But then I realized that we can, actually. We can just do it the week before. So sometime in September, we're going to do some pirating where we will be the pirates. There was a video from another YouTuber, I apologize, I've forgotten their name, that talks about the best place to go and raid those luxury liners without getting in trouble. And I do want to try every aspect of this game. So we're going to pirate it up that day. I'm going to put on my fancy pirate dress. I'm going to put on my futuristic eye patch. And we're going to run around and we're going to do some piratical stuff. And what that will do is allow me to make a short for that week of Talk Like a Pirate Day. I'll be able to do one on September 19th. So, you know, if you guys want to do some piratical stuff, that'll be the day. If you guys want to wing up and blow stuff up, that'll be happening in early September. You guys are enthusiastic about joining me for that piracy. Okay. I think you guys are going to like my eye patch. I've got a black bar that goes across my face like I'm being censored. I don't know if I want to go that far. Well, maybe we will. Maybe we'll build a pirate rig with hatch breakers, silent running, low temp diamonds. Yeah, maybe we will do that, actually. I want to try. I've never tried an interdiction. I've never once done an interdiction on my end. So that's the kind of stuff I have in mind. We'll make ourselves a little pirate ship. We'll call it the Saucy Mare or the Bounty or some shit, and rig it up to be a pirate galore, and go and take some guys out. You guys can join me. We can be a saucy crew that day.
Sylvan Peterson, Sierra India Mike. Welcome to this Imperial system. invited to assist. Approval granted. You may now proceed to landing pad 10.
Landing pad 10, Sarah, India, Mike.
When you enter with green lights to your right.
While you're in Colonia, engineer the G4 top wide-angle arc interdictor. Well, I'm not in Colonia right now, but we might be by the time I do that. That'll be sometime in September. Since they're doing Colonia celebrations, they'll probably have another CG that's happening in Colonia at that time. But right now, this CG and all the Colonia stuff is actually happening in the bubble. Am I an open play? You're getting ganked in that system. No, we have a private instance that you can join if you like, called Simstarr. I am kind of famously at this point
Taking damage.
anti-PvP, and so I don't like playing in open because I don't want to get ganked, especially considering that they might not know we're on a live stream. So if I'm going to get hassled, I would at least like the person to make a conscious effort to know where they are. But there's no PvP on our instance. If I catch you doing it, I'll just kick you out.
You have docked safely. Begin lockdown.
I could see why people he's saying you don't want to do the community goal in open, but I can see why people might enjoy themselves. The danger of fighting another person. I get it. The most dangerous game is man, but I'm not into that kind of gaming. I don't have that dog in me. When in doubt, kill your client. No, man. No. Come on. Don't do that. If you're playing in open, you don't want to bail. That's not good. All right, Starport Services. So let's look at that station fact again. One of the first to discover asteroids. Part of the Denmark, but later part of Germany, and later studied under Carl Friedrich Gauss. Peter spoke up many languages and gravitated to Italy at the time of the Italy unification. His association with radical groups brought him to the attention of authorities, and he fled to the Ottoman Turkey, where he became the government advisor at the suggestion of the resident U.S. Consul. He immigrated to the United States in 1864. Now, I'm glad this is here, and I'm glad we're learning about Herr Peters here. But I do have to wonder, if he was the guy that discovered asteroids, why isn't his station an asteroid station? Huh? Should be. Oh wait, this is made by a player because it's orange. They don't do orange stations in games, so this one was made by somebody, so that's kind of cool. If you want to save your cargo, you'd killed your client, Bill, for sure. Well, don't play in open, man. Don't play in open if you're not okay with losing your cargo. Yeah, there you go. It wouldn't be hauling in open anyway. But no, I don't mind losing my cargo. If I lose, I lose. That's how it is. Okay, so we are getting rid of this Trillium, which demand is 0. Whoops. We're still making quite a bit of profit for it. And now we want to go down to these polymers. I don't see them. Can one of you guys... There it is. Can one of you guys... let me know what we need again. Somebody gave me a list. I forget who it was. Gave me a list of stuff. We're gonna fix the filters real quick. So we're gonna say President Cargo, acquired by mission, rare goods, high demand. Will that take care of it?
Crew of Trudeau.
No, that won't take care of it because that'll only be true here. Okay, so Aloha in 07. Oh, we're getting a raid? Well, oh, hey! Stacks, welcome, welcome. I did not get a raid trigger, but I appreciate it. I appreciate it. Welcome. Here, let me make you feel welcome properly. Thank you for the raid. I raid you, you raid me. This is how we network today. Thank you for joining. I need to find some beer. Hopefully there's some near. You love you some Elite Dangerous. Welcome. Well, yeah. That's why I hand over to you sometimes. Finding a raid over on YouTube is difficult. So you may be the very first person to do it, and that's why I'm not seeing it. Show all the viewers your rig. Yes, I'm sure you're talking about it. So this is the Simstarr, my 1.5 thousand pound motion simulator, mostly built in, modified by me, and we use it almost exclusively to play Elite Dangerous, but there are some exceptions to that. It is hot out in the cargo bay. It's almost 90 freedom units, so the gams are out and the grippers are out today. We are playing the CG inside of Elite Dangerous that has a 4 times modifier for selling stuff that they want. And that is what we're doing now. Some more items. I'm trying to filter out the stuff we need, but I don't know how. So I'm just going to go ahead and clear all the filters. But welcome, guys. Welcome. Glad you could join us today. We are going to use ED Copilot. We're going to use it to search for commodities, rares, and we're going to find a new rare somewhere in the system we've never been to before. No pants Monday. Again, I was gonna wear pants today, but I could not find them. I thought, you know what? I've been going in my boxers for long enough. What am I, Carl? So I thought I would wear some pants. Couldn't find any pants today. I mean, couldn't find any pants to match the uniform. Couldn't find my uniform pants.
Often fluctuate from 0 to their max available.
Okay, so we've been to Delta. We've been to Neural. We've not been to Aerial. So we're gonna set a course for Aerial. And ED Copilot will automatically program that course with us.
Commander.
Oh, come on, Golden Jotron. We don't generally stream at the same time. We have overlap. You can enjoy one and then enjoy the other. When you have the air conditioner spinning, I have one of those portable air conditioners, but it doesn't work very well, and it has to fight 100-degree heat. So it is keeping it alive in here, but not by much. What life do you have where you don't have to worry about finding pants? No, I have to wear pants when I go do deliveries, but those are khaki pants. Do you really want to have me wearing khaki pants in my space uniform? For the legs, honestly. Okay. Did I set a course? I wasn't paying attention. Navigation, no, we're set. It didn't work. Let's try that again.
Setting course for Aerial.
Aerial, go. And course set. Oh, this is a place we've never been to before either.
We will
That's
reach
cool.
our destination in 2 jumps.
All right, guys, you ready to see some motion in your stream today? Yeah, space khakis. I do delivery gigs during the day, guys. Despite appearances, I don't have a lot of fundage, so I do gig work, and this is actually helping me supplement quite a bit.
Commander, if we load up with 74 tons of reactive armor...
You were writing orders and talking to reps, and when you came back here, I was like, okay. Oh, there's another guy right in the middle. We're gonna ram him.
Hull integrity now at 68%.
Well, this is embarrassing. That guy's kind of stuck there. That's an NPC that's stuck. I can't push him out of the way. As you can see, I don't have the hull. I don't have the shields for it. Okay. Well, we haven't actually tried to push him yet. So let's try to do that. Nice and slow. Nice and slow.
Taking damage.
Because we're going to get shot either way. So I'm trying to boost.
There is a minimum clearance distance in operation in this facility. Please comply.
And there we go. Now we're stuck.
You are in a restricted area. Clear the docking bay immediately.
Now we're properly struck. And the ship will blow us up and we'll respawn.
Penalty incurred of 800 credits for trespass at the docking area.
It was either this or die for trespass. So we might as well have tried. Flight assist on and then off. Okay, done. Flight assist is now off. Flight assist is now on. We've got 50 seconds, guys. toggle your landing gear. That's not a bad idea. That's not why we're stuck, though, guys. We're stuck because if you guys didn't see it, you might not have. Hold on, let me back out so you guys can see it. We're stuck because of this ship. This ship is jamming. It's another Panther Clipper, and it's not. No, it's not a Panther Clipper. I'm not sure what that is. It is jamming the spaceways, so we can't get in or out. Yeah, the Panther Clipper's got a lot of jitter. That little curve thing, it does that a lot. It gives you a second of no clip. Well, I understood what you meant at the very last second. I knew that putting the landing gear up and down changed my hitbox, but I did not know that it gave me just a moment of no clip. So I will know that to try next time. Boost and gear toggle. Okay, I will try that next time, guys. I apologize for not understanding that until the last second. Hey, they're sending me to jail. That's not cool. I'm an innocent man. You can usually glitch through things by doing that. I know what you're talking about, but I've never used it to glitch through. I've always used it to free myself of getting stuck. If I get stuck on a landing pad or something, I will hit the landing gear. But I actually thought that changed my hitbox. I did not know it removed the hitbox for just a second. So next time, I will try that. All right, let's see how far we are from our destination.
Docked at the Seraph's Wing in Ix, ZK-X B1-0. We're aboard Trudeau, your Panther Clipper Mark II.
Let's just head over to Ariel.
Range for this ship is 40.13 light years.
Oh, it said that there was no.
Cancelled. Chief.
Oh, it said there was no route, but there was totally a route. No, I cannot request landing gear without leaving the dock. While that timer is going for trespass, the only thing you can do is leave. Good morning, Dalton Lee. Good morning.
We will reach our destination in 4 jumps.
Now, I think you guys were onto something that I probably could have clipped through, but getting destroyed and respawning in space jail isn't a problem. How many jumps was it? It's 4 jumps. So it added 2 jumps to it, but that's okay. What's on the agenda? There is a community goal that's giving 4 times payout for certain commodities. And we are doing that space trucking. But instead of just doing a loop where we find something profitable and we keep going back and forth, what we're doing instead is going and finding different kinds of rare goods to bring over. So we're grabbing some rare goods, and then we're grabbing some of the commodities they want, and then we're bringing it over. So we've been to 5 different places so far. You just missed something exciting. There was a Panther Clipper blocking the way, and we got destroyed because they wouldn't move out of the way. We got a fine because of it. I mean, that just happened the seconds before you signed in.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, eating the respawn was less hassle anyway. I could have just self-destructed, but I wanted to see what would happen if I rammed it at full speed. I expected nothing at all because this is the kind of game where you push things like this. It's just not that kind of game. So that turned out as I expected, but I'm glad that we did it just to make sure. You picked a bad time to be in Odin's hole. You think that was a Crusader or a Chieftain? Yeah, it was very much stuck.
We have 3 jumps left to go.
The newest update gave the new ships to the NPCs, and it looks like they have a learning curve as much as we do for getting through with ships that big. That's my honest guess on why that just happened.
Frameshift drive charging.
There we go. It had a cockpit that's very similar to the one we're in now, though. That little bulbous part in the front was there. Speaking of good cockpits, those are good for exploration. We need to go exploring sometime soon. I've been saying that for a while, but we need to do a new Raxel hunt.
There is a potential.
I get comments about Raxel now because of the shorts and the video I made about it, and a lot of people are convinced it's in the bubble, and I just don't share their opinion on it. But that doesn't mean I think that they're wrong per se. It's that I'm not going to look in the bubble
You guys go look in the bubble. I'll look out into deep space. I do believe it's in deep space, and I think we've searched everywhere in the bubble that's searchable. If it's in the bubble, it's a special mechanic that they're not using anywhere else. And if that's the case, that's not mundane theory, so I can ignore it.
Now jumping to its sequence.
The new update has had some knock-on effects to autodock. Some commanders in Reddit were saying it's been on the fritz. As you can see, I don't generally use autodock, but when I do use it, it's for smaller ships. When I'm using my editing computer and I need to run to another system real fast, using keyboard and mouse, autodock makes that a lot easier for me. But I have not tried autodock on a big beast like this since I bought the Panther Clipper like 6 months ago. And we are at Ariel.
Drive charging.
Hello, Hawkeye. See you next time. Hope to see you on Wednesday. That's when we're going to be back. We're still on for another 2 hours, but when that's done, we will head over to... we will be back on Wednesday. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet. I haven't decided. Yeah, best of luck finding a new dune in which to set up your tent. Pet your cat for me. Last night I delivered some supplies to somebody that was in a hotel. And she opens the door and she's got an infant in her hands, and she's got this beautiful pit bull dog at her feet. This is in a hotel. And she could see that I'm not upset about seeing the dog, so she opens the door all the way, and the dog comes out and sniffs around me and thinks I'm cool. I had to scan her ID to give her her items. I did that. And she tries to get the dog to come back, but the dog's like, "No, this guy's cool. I want to hang out with him." So she decides she's going to grab his collar and she's going to make him come in. Nothing nefarious. And she goes, "Oh, here, hold this." And she gives me the infant. And I'm holding him like this. "No problem, ma'am." I would have been much better if she had said, "Get the dog inside," because I could have gone, "Get inside, Tucker," and he'd have gone. But she didn't know that. Because that dog doesn't listen to her, but that dog definitely would have listened to me. I know this because of the way he was acting around me. Anyway, I just thought it was funny that she gave me the toddler, she gave the dog in. And when I told that story to Gabby said, "Oh, I'm surprised. It's out of fashion to hand your baby to strangers nowadays." And I said, "Yeah, but I've been vetted. The dogs walked around me, sniffed me, jumped up in my arms. I gave him a good pet, told him he was a good pup. I got completely vetted by her guard dog. I am baby holding acceptable." Which is true for Mixie too. I might not like you if Mixie likes you. That is a possibility. But I can tell you right now, if Mixie doesn't like you, man, I'm going to listen. I'm going to listen. If my dog thinks you're bad news after you've been introduced, because she never does that. So if she's still barking at you after she's sniffed you and gotten a look at you, I'm going to treat you like a damn vampire until I know better. Maybe check out the Dodeck. Yeah, when your Dodeck is built, let me know. We'll come check it out. All right, didn't you say you were moving to Hollywood, Kai? Grim Savior says, "Oh, 7, Big Cap, love the rig. New to the game and loving the trade and trucking space." Yeah, that's what we're doing right now. We're doing some trucking. I'm glad you like the Simstarr. Simstarr is being used to haul stuff. It would be cool to have a thing delivered by the commander. You know what? That is too good of an opportunity. That is too good of an opportunity. That is a thing you can actually do with my Bestagons kit. This is a mission patch, like this one, but gray. It's a medallion for your beret. Beret sold separately. It is a vinyl sticker with the Simstarr logo on it. And it is something I picked up from that Amazon liquidation store. So if you want to join the crew, you can do it via the merch store, which I will into right now. There we go. And let me pull the throttle back before I run into the station. Now, the reason I brought it up just now is that I hand package that stuff. I send that out myself. So if you want something delivered by the commander, there just happens to be a real world way to do that. Join the crew today. It's built now. Okay, yeah, we can check it out.
Landing pad 25 is located at 12 o'clock at the back when entering the slot with green lights to your right.
I wish I had a reputation with FDev. I wish I could talk to those guys. I have a feeling they're keeping me at a distance on purpose because what I'm doing is not an authorized thing to. But anyway, if I could talk to FDev, wouldn't it be cool to have a rare item of our own at Project Simstarr? You know, they could be like Bestagon's kit. I'm not going to do it today, Dragon, but we'll do it on Tuesday. We'll go check out your station.
This is our first visit.
Let me, while we're here, let me just show you guys, because I just realized that might not have shown completely. If you click that link, you can come to these Bestagon kits. And I haven't shown this in way too long. This is what you can get with that kit. And again, it's mailed and fulfilled by me personally. Gabby helps, but not often, because I've gotten good at doing it on my own. The other things we have at that store is the SRR2 hat. That's the one I wear all the time when I'm in my cities. The tumblet, which I have right here. And then different t-shirts of different colors. Oh yeah, you can also buy the Nibbler Pride flag if you want. I don't think you have any issues with content. Have you ever tried to apply for the creator program? I have, yeah, and no response. I am doing something unofficial. They do not support telemetry, and I'm using it, so. Take care, Kai. Okay, we are in a new station. We're in Ariel. We're here to buy some rare goods. I didn't even check to see what they are. But before we do that, let's spend a little of the money. Spend a little money on some charity. The Ariel Workers Party. Constitution Party. Everybody gets a little money to help them out. This increases their influence, and it increases my reputation with them. So this is an easy way to raise my influence across the galaxy. There we go. All right, commodities. Buy all of those. Oops. Wrong button again. Dang, I'm pushing wrong buttons all over the place today. Filters. Reset all filters, because that's just not working out. There we go. Commodities. Buy. And legal drugs, beer. We know beer works. Oh, they only have 20 beer. Okay. I'm gonna guess the other ones work too. We'll give it a try. We'll see. They don't have that much of anything, so we'll just buy everything they've got. I wish I could buy slaves and then free them. That wouldn't be too big of a game mechanic. Nav beacon is like 30k out in your Dodex system. Oh, okay. Well, we'll go. We'll check it out at some point. I thought they were all about third-party programs, community goals like this. No, they are, but they do not at all support telemetry. My chair moving is a gimmick, and they don't support it. And if they do let me become a partner, they will be taking a chance. For example, we lost telemetry altogether last week, right? When that happens, that's on me because they don't support it anyway. But if they start making me a partner, and I don't have telemetry, they could start hearing a lot of complaining about it. And the next thing you know, they have to add telemetry as a full thing. Really, that is a trajectory they could find themselves in. So I'm pretty sure they're going to keep me at a distance. Telemetry is the ability to make the chair move. Right, I should play a song Eastbound and Down while sipping some of this beer. I agree. Did I not? Did I not just buy this like 3 times? Why? What is the problem? Why
You're the only one who gets me, Commander. Zaku doesn't stand a chance.
General Berserker, stop trying to get my goat. It's not going to happen. No goats for you. All right, what else they got? They don't have... What else does the mission need? look at this one more time. I find this, for some reason, I find it very confusing with how many options they will accept. I don't know why that is. I guess I'm just getting overabundant by choice. Okay, consumer technology, beer, wine, polymers, building fabricators, auto fabricators, conductive fabricators, any rare goods. Okay, let's try this again. Okay. Slavery. Boy, they don't have a lot here. They don't have a lot going on. Is there anything else local? There's this other station. Let's try that. Let's just go to this other station and see if they've got what we need. Because I don't want to go back empty-handed. Have I informed the crews about talks at DragonCon? No, but I really should. Thank you, Nibbler. I am definitely going to be at DragonCon this year. That's gone from probably to definitely because the Trek Track has booked me for sure. So I have 3 talks going on this year. One about the Simstarr and how I built it. One about simulators in general and how they help us get into space and train to be into space before we're there. So a little bit of the history, a little bit of the technology. And one about the holodeck and how to fix it. So I'm going to do one about how to fix the holodeck. Because as amazing as that is, it's a stupid idea, full of lies. And I could make a better holodeck today. I'm not even kidding. So I do that talk a lot at DragonCon and Trek Track, but this is the first time I'm going as a media guest. So Project Simstarr is going to do this talk, has a simulator expert. So if you want to go do that, that's all happening on Friday. It's the only day I'm going to be there. They can't ignore you for... No, it's okay if they do, though. That's what I'm saying. My guess is that they're ignoring me, but I don't know that 100%. But it's what... If that's what they're doing, I'm totally okay with respecting. You tried to get your go, but you also just gave you a shout out. Well, I just gave you a shout out, Gentle Berserker, by saying that. If you want to try to get my goat, by the way, you guys, you can become a channel member at any level, and then you can try to get my goat. You can also get yourself a rope pet. And soon you'll be able to talk to Lady DeVale. She talks to you in the chat, but she's going to be able to talk to you in the on the screen in the very near future. I don't. That's something I offer sometimes, Jack. Not today. He's saying don't forget to offer rope pet to new followers. You know what? Yeah, let's do it. If you become a follower on Twitch, I will give you a rope pet going forward. The system will automatically tell me when you do that, so I will do so. Oh, 7, you pick 07. Welcome, welcome. We're looking for some commodities to buy. I've gone to a place that has rare goods, but it doesn't have any of the other commodities we need. I've been trying today just to mix things up to go to a different system each time to see what they have. Oh, shit. Now, if you had hit that 1 second earlier, I would have gone to ludicrous speed instead of getting to the station. But since you did it late, we have to use the boost feature, which I'm doing right now. And I'm going to do this for 10 seconds. What I'm going to do is I'm going to loop around the whole station without running into it. That's how I'll satisfy the boost. We're in the Panther Clipper, which doesn't boost very fast. But when I go around these solar panels, that's going to be difficult. Okay, and done. Now we can loop around and we can actually dock. Don't run into the station, me. Do not run into the station. I turned on night vision, but I want this to be a little tricky. 07, you guys. Oh, you're talking to yourselves. Yeah, you know, I was mentioning that I'm really happy with the Discord. You guys have been helping each other out, and you guys have been having conversations that I'm not part of. And you can understand if I'm making this clear. You get why that's such a good feeling that the community is building on its own. That's great. Oh, gonna run into it. There we go. The stations always remind me of Babylon 5, and Wernick built a Babylon 5-like station. He's the actual architect, even though I'm the one that's like got the credit. He set it up so that the last station we build is a Babylon 5 style station. I have not been able to build it because of the glitch of the new updates, but I should be able to in the near future. Good.
Taking damage.
Can one of you guys add to the after action report that I need to
Hull integrity now at 79.
I need to update the variables? That'll remind me what it is I need to do. You can put update variables in after action report, I'd appreciate it. And there we go. And let's check our email. These will all be your reputation change because you gave us $1 million. I was about to say, yeah, that'll change your reputation if somebody gives you $1 million, but I don't know, man. If Elon Musk gave me $1 million cash, I'm not sure my opinion of him would change all that much. It would change a little because he doesn't seem like the kind of guy that would actually do that. So if he did, I'd have to reevaluate a little bit, but I'd still probably think he's a schmuck. All right, let's see. We are here to buy beer. We can't. We can't buy any more beer. Are there restrictions? Okay, we can't. There we go. It's never beer, is it always wine? There we go. Fruit, algae, oil, hydrogen oil, leather, natural fabrics. Nothing. Okay, there's nothing good we can sell. So let's set a course back and let Edie decide what we should do next. Factions. Oh no, we had a glitch with wine at the other station. It had it, but it wouldn't let me buy it, and it made a sound. So there's some reason they wouldn't sell me that wine. I don't know what it was. That's why I thought maybe since they were red here, I thought maybe that was a thing I didn't know about. Not the case, not the case. Whatever reason, we couldn't buy wine there before. But yeah, Gentle Berserker has fed his ropet, so he's been issued a seagull for the day.
1,297.25 light seconds from the start.
I'm excited after today's show to go work a little bit more on what StreamerBot can do for us. Something that Finger Thief updated for us just yesterday. I didn't have a chance to look at it, but he set up an action that will search all the variables in the journal and find anything that says Rax. So Raxla, anything that says RAX will pop up as a "you should investigate further" flag. So that will help us in our Raxla search because even if it's something that a fan made, it should pop up and let us know about it.
Frameshift drive charging.
Because I still suspect that Raxla is just an item of something, a planet, a system, a nav beacon. There is something called Raxla out there for us to find. I believe that it's a very simple needle in a haystack, since there's 400 billion stars it could possibly be in, and that will help us search specifically for it. So I'm excited to install that.
We're now one jump from Facis.
I tried an automatic system for Lady DeVale to let us know what system we're in. Every new system we go into, she was popping it in the chat, but that did get a little bit spammy. So I'm thinking now maybe she can do it every 10 or 15 jumps. she can let us know where we're at. What do you guys think about that? I'm thinking about it because I'm planning a Raxel search in the near future. So it would be fun if she updated us of the star systems we were in while we're deep in the black. Again, thanks to Finger Thief writing the streamer bot to be able to access the journal freely, I can set up whatever I want now.
Nice mail, BTW. Smiley face.
Haven't they been searching near the origin of the landscape signal? I'm sure they have. If it was in the bubble,
We have arrived at the
it would have been
requested
found by now. It hasn't been found, so
This
it's
is an
not in the
enemy
bubble.
stronghold system.
But I don't believe that fits with my mundane theory. I think I really think my mundane theory is right. Oh, whoops. I did not actually mean to come to Peter's base. I meant to set a course for Peter's base and then do a search for something that was nearby, but I forgot. So that's okay. We'll just have to deliver this low. We won't send 1,000 tonnage this time. But anyway, if it's in the bubble, it's a special game mechanic at this point. And I do not believe they set up a special game mechanic. I think they took it... Let's actually look at it real fast. So this is the whole galaxy, you guys. This is everything. It's the entire freaking Milky Way galaxy. And what I think they did was they chose something out here relatively randomly. They went into that signal inside of the database and they changed it so something was named Raxla, and then they added a nav beacon so that it would catch your eye. That's what I think they did. And my arguments for that are numerous, but here's the number one reason I think they did that. They should do that. This is a game mechanic that would literally take a day to do. You put one dev on it, they would go out, find a star, do what I'm saying, call it done, and then let everybody know it's out there for you to find. That is a thing they should do if they haven't done it. So if they haven't done, if it's not Raxel, what is it? Do you see what I'm saying? This is a game mechanic that makes itself. We were talking just the other day about how I could do it. I was thinking about creating a new account, getting a fleet carrier, putting it somewhere out in the galaxy and telling you to go look for it, right? I can do it, so why wouldn't the game? So that's why I think that's what they've done. I think they've done that, and they've given you some clues, and they know that it's a 1 in 400 billion chance of finding it, and they're not in a big hurry for you to find it. That's what I think Raxla is. I've not heard this. He's saying that the landscape signal has been pinpointed to a specific voxel of space in the black. It's not quite at the core, but it's a bit off-center to it. That's where it might be. People have been sourcing every system inside that voxel since 2019, and they're almost done looking. Now, what a voxel is the skybox that you see here. This skybox is actually a voxel representation. All the stars are actually accurate. So while it loads in a new system, it makes the entire 360 skybox be the stars you would actually expect to find. He's saying that there's something called a landscape signal that's pointing to a specific voxel. So let's say it was this box right here. Oh, sorry, that doesn't help you. I'm pointing on the screen. Let's say it was these lines right here up in the middle of the screen, like these. They're searching every single star that's in that voxel pattern until they find it. 07, Commander Raygun. 07.
07.
Can you tell me what the landscape signal is? I'm not familiar with that. Yeah, Grumpy Old Man says that there are over 400 billion systems. That's less than 1% have been discovered. And so it may never be found. See, that's exactly right. You go and you put it out there, and then you decide what it is once somebody finds it. The chances of them finding it are 1 in 400 billion, right? Even as a rounding error, that's what it is. Every single time somebody looks, it's 1 in 400 billion. So they know that they can push this out as far as they want forever. All they have to do is not say anything, give you a couple of clues, and have you look. If they're not doing that with Raxla, they need to be doing that with something, right? So that's what Raxla is. I'm pretty confident. Provide me a link only to the landscape signal. And do that in the Discord, please, if you don't mind. Yeah, that's less than the lottery. Exactly. Boy, I've gotten in fights with people about the lottery, even on this stream about that. Somebody always wins. So I have a kind of a meta probability. Yeah, every time you try, it's 1 in 400 billion, right? However, somebody always wins the lottery within a year. Someone always wins the lottery. So every time somebody doesn't win the lottery, that does improve your chances of winning.
Station fact.
It just does. I don't have the math to explain it, but somebody's going to win. And every time somebody doesn't win, the chances it might be you go up. But I've had a lot of probability people fight with me right here on the stream about that. But it's just true. It's just true. You can figure out how often people win the lottery, and then you could say it goes up every time from them. Yeah, you'll have to figure out some way to send it to me, man. Yeah, I get not wanting to join the Discord, but you know, I'm not going to go out of my way for it.
For access. You may now proceed to landing pad 10.
FDev has stated that someone has passed through it. They have not done that, Grumpy Old Man. They've actually gone out of their way to say that they never said that. They didn't say it wasn't true. They just said they didn't say that.
8 o'clock at the back, keeping green lights to your right.
Yeah, but I'll have to remember to Google landscape signal later. That's the problem. Oh, you know what? I totally will remember to do that. I forgot. I edit these streams. So in about 2 weeks, I'll be editing this stream down, and I'll go look it up then. That'll take care of it. Seriously, it'll take me a little bit. That'll take care of it. Yeah, an official statement from the FDev developer that they said somebody passed through it. An official statement was, I don't remember saying that. I didn't say that. That's the only thing we've gotten on Waxla at all, is that he wanted to clarify that he didn't say that.
Taking damage.
Docking is completed. Begin lockdown.
The only reason that I haven't done a deep dive into what Canon Research is doing is simply because my mundane theory means I can eliminate all of that. If they're doing something complex, other than using it as a navigation to head in the right direction. So landscape signal, whatever signal is pointing that way and letting people go through those stars and look, that's part of mundane theory. That's a thing, because they like sending signals out that have data, and they like sending them out directionally. That's a game mechanic that exists. So I'm interested in that. But most of the stuff you guys are doing is excellent. I get where you're going. I support you, but it's not part of mundane theory, so I ignore it. And if you think about it, that's a good thing, because somebody got to be out doing something else, right? That person's going to be me. I mean, other people are searching for Raxel randomly. I'm just applying mundane theory to it because it is a theory that I think fits the facts really well. So we'll see how it goes. Beer. Liquor. I'm surprised they don't want liquor. They just want beer and wine. I wonder why that is. Tobacco. Oops. There's a little bit of a delay with the button, so I selected the wrong one. Okay. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. We're empty now. That was a bit of a bus delivery, but let's take a look and see where we're at.
Oh, no, you don't.
Really cool iceberg that exists in the game. Just turn off your engines and point towards the core and you can hear it. I have heard about that. No one's found it, but they are all ascribing to hearing things in the black. Oh, you're doing the CG too, Pocky Jackie? Yeah, the CG. I like doing CGs. It's good content for the stream. I mean to say, it gives us a focus. Oh, good. We're in the top 75 now. That's what we were aiming for. We need to turn in more, of course. But it's good to see that we're already there. Okay. So I don't need to look anything else up. We're in the top 75 instead of the top 100. Let us...
Down Spectre is jihadin sniping a Caspian.
Commodities, rares... And let's go right down the line. We just went to Ariel. Let's go to
which is 24
Belarge. What is it?
Years from you. Head to Trading Post, an Orbis starport that is 3,710 light seconds from the star, to pick up some Delta Phoenicis palms. Note:
Delta
with rare
Phoenicis
commodities,
palms.
Supply numbers often fluctuate from 0 to their max available.
Okay, and we're off. This time we won't come back until we've gotten a full load. Yes, thank you, Nibbler. Don't forget to click follow on Twitch. I really do appreciate
You
it.
can sell for an estimated profit of 26,962.
You've been enjoying chatting with the locals? I generally ignore the chat, unfortunately, because I have you guys in this chat. I have YouTube and I got Twitch to talk to. All right, let's give it a little boost. Why not? Get rid of that excess hull. Hey! And thank you for the follow, Commander Johnny. Now, as we said before, you get a ropet for a follow. Thank you so much for that follow. You know, things have gotten slow enough again with the follows and the subscriptions. I might turn that back on. Maybe I'll set it up so that you automatically get one. I'll have to take a look into that and see if it's possible. Because then your name would appear on screen and stuff. Yeah, there have been a few people in here looking for advice. Your fan, yeah, oh yeah, definitely share your feelings on it. I am doing well. It's a little hot in here. We've finally gotten up to 90 freedom units in here. So I will probably grab a break when we dock at the station. Go cool off just for a second. I might open the cargo bay doors, because sometimes it gets hotter in here than it does outside. So maybe I need to swap the air out a little bit. Open up to the vacuum of space. It's disco time in Amos? Why is it disco time in Amos? Amos is one of the stations. That's going to be Wernick Station. I don't think he's named it yet. Why is it disco time?
Now jumping to Viagra.
All right, Viagra is our next drop. We've never been here before, so we have to look for the different stations now. Can I set up something between the garage door and the fan blowing out to help the heat? The problem is when I open the garage door, all the crack. You know, that's a
Morale
huge...
remains high, Commander. They won't get me today.
GB, stop trying to get my goat. No getting my goat, GB. Sometimes the NPCs screw it up and they shoot at them. Okay. Where did we need to go for this? Hold on. No, we've already done that one, right? Wow, which one of these has the best... Which one of these sells it? The Victorian Chapel or Greenberg's Outpost or Sophia's? I'm not sure. Well, let's look it up this way. We've never actually done this before. Let's look up rares, and it will tell us what the nearest rare is, which should be what we're looking at right now.
For rare commodities is Viagra, which is your current location. Head to Griboski's Outpost, an
Griboski's Outpost, that's where we're going.
From the star to pick up some giant.
All right, so when you open a garage door, even if you open it up only 6 inches, it's still going to go something like 15 feet across, because this is a double car garage. I've got a car here. Actually, I think the car might be in the shot. No, it's just off the camera. But I've got a car here, and I've got the Simstarr in here. And so when I put a fan there, all the other heat's gonna get in. That's a problem. But I do have a door over there that I've cut a hole into, and I've put a fan on there specifically for the resin printer. Oh, hey! Canisius rating, thank you for the raid. Welcome in, you guys. I was just talking shop about how it's kind of hot in here, so I best take off my spaceman clothes.
Canisius rating with 5 viewers.
Welcome. So what I was saying was that I do have a door over there that I've cut a hole into, and I've set an exhaust fan specifically for the resin printer, and I've hooked up the exhaust port of this AC into that hole. So that's kind of taking care of it, but this isn't climate controlled. The heat, the sun rises right over there, so it gets hot in here no matter what I do. I mean, I could get a split AC, but I can't afford one. So. When in the stream will you run by my station? Not today. Sorry, I didn't make that clear. I'm going to do that next time. Yeah, it's got to be warm. It's 90 freedom units in here. Yeah. I was paying attention to you guys instead of my station, so I did a leap of shame. Now, for you guys that have just rated us, welcome. First of all, thank you. Thank you for the raid. I love when people come by, even if it's 5 guys. I think it's cool to join us. Thanks. Oh, hold on. Wait for the drop. Thanks. But you guys arrived just in time. I was just about to take a break. All I'm going to do is refresh my drink, and then I'm going to open the garage door, let out some of this heat, let in some of that food. Thank you, you pig. That's a well-earned loop of shame. I definitely earned that one. You just built your first station? That's cool. Yeah, we were just talking about Dragon Master that just built their first station. They want us to come by, what they do want to do, but we're not going to do it today because it's going to be outside of outside the bubble, because we're in a suburb that we're building up. So I'll return to my station today, but remind me it'll be like the first thing you do on Tuesday, Wednesday.
This is flight control. Please note that access to the station is by authorization only. Permission authorized. Prep for arrival on landing pad 40.
We're actually close, because you mentioned you just built your first station. We're actually very close to building our last station. We are going to max out the system. It was a lot of work, and the crew was really nice to deliver all those parts. We only have one more station to drop off. The reason we haven't is that the new updates glitched it out a little bit. It would not let me do it yet. And then once it finally will let me do it, we might wait a little bit longer.
Scan detected.
Man, I'm having a hell of a time. Only done this about 20 times today. There we go.
Hull integrity compromised.
Running no shields on a Panther Clipper seems risky. To me, it seems mandatory. You got to have that extra tonnage, man. I didn't need that hull anyway. Obviously, whatever that was needed to come off. So I'm doing myself a favor by scraping it.
Taking damage.
There we go. Yeah, Wednesday. Oh, it's banana time.
Touchdown confirmed. Dispatching ground crew.
We already had our banana snack, but we can have another snack time. Give me a second on that, because that's something we'll do when I come back. Because that is what I'm going to do right now. I'm going to just jump off the Star, try to get the temperature to drop from 90 freedom units down to like 86, so I'm not dying. Grab a new drink because my Simstarr tumbler is empty, and I'll come back with a snack. So hold tight, guys. I'll be right back. And I am back. Thanks for sticking with me, guys. Ironically, I opened the garage door, let out some of this heat, and it did work. We dropped down 2 degrees, which is good. But I don't want to leave it open because the sun's out there. You know, it's bright and you know, it's revealing myself to space. I go to close it and it's broken. The tensioners that are on the side of the garage door unspool themselves every couple of weeks, and I have to respool it. Well, actually, Gabby's the one who does it. Has to respool it, so the door is stuck in the open position now. But that's okay. Let's see if it affected the coloring. We should be getting more light in here, which should make this look a little bit more brighter now. So, yeah, the sun is a radioactive, deadly laser. I agree. But we will move on because I've got snack time, and has he activated banana time? It is time for the snack. We got to get deep in the snack. It's peanut butter this time, so it's going to stick in my mouth. I'm so glad I have a long song now. I don't have to feel rushed to get it in before the song's over. You know, I'm thinking about redoing this. This is the first day I've had snack time available as one of my options. And I really, really like it. And I think I might redesign this entire system so that we have a different celebratory thing for everything. So it would be cool to have like a raid button, right? And so instead of saying snack time, it said raid. That might be something I engineer. We'll have to see. All right, guys. So we are at Greenbook's Outpost. We have had our snack. We have dropped the temperature in here just a little bit. We have broken the cargo bay door, so we are exposed to space. And we have an hour left. Plenty to do some more deliveries. So the reason that we're here is to buy some rare goods. But we're also going to donate to the cause, because that helps our reputation everywhere we go. Go.
Incoming message.
And that's just him saying, hey, you're upgraded. We like you. When you write checks for $1 million, we think you're all right. Reputation status has been raised to cordial, so we're 1 above the norm. Got that going for us. That's good. All right. Starport services, commodities markets. Buy, and we want to buy whatever the rare good is. There it is. Giant Varix. What is a giant Varix? This hardy beast of burden is now found throughout human space, especially in the emerging worlds of the Outer Rim. But naturally bred verdicts are very rare and highly prized. This rare good is legal in all markets. Okay, so we've got whatever this beast of burden is. We've just loaded 12 of them into our cargo hold. I'm sure that's not going to be a problem for them. Okay. Take a look, see if there's anything else we can use. I don't think so. Okay, so let's just do a search for beer. We do that again from here. So we go to places, commodities, beer. I know there's things that are better, but I don't know. It's kind of fitting with us. Yeah, it's a pack animal. It is used to being beast of burden.
The fastest system to buy beer, excluding fleet carriers, is Shui Sector KI-SB4-3, which is 20.07 light-years from you.
Shui.
Shrakowski Orbital, a Coriolis starport that is 2 light seconds from the star.
Orbital.
Last price was 288 credits, with a quantity of 15,930 tons 1 day ago.
Setting a course for beer.
Not
So again, we could probably sell things for more, but I'm liking doing a beer run. I think this is fun.
Setting course for Shui Sector
And it's again a place we've never been to before.
System is just 1 jump away. No stations in Shui Wei Sector KI-S B4-3 meet our trade route search criteria, boss. One station exceed your market.
Thinking, oh, we just barely misaligned the ad break. That's too bad.
Detach confirmed. Watch for oncoming traffic when passing through the airlock.
Oops. Like I said, extra hull. We don't need that. 45% of our hull. It's fine. It's leading me back to the station instead of my next star system. Come on. There we go. That's better. I know how to fly this thing. Not well, but I do know how. Oh, good. It was only one jump over. That's not so bad. Get a rare item and get some beer. Pack animal shaking out turret. That's what's happening when you're flying with me, that's for sure.
Heading to Shui Wei.
Yeah, I've got artificial gravity on my station. Sorry, on my ship. So all that moving around, the animals just felt.
This is the final stop in our current route.
System scan complete.
There it is. Cavities orbital. Let's go. Somebody mentioned the no shields on our Panther Clipper. We got no fuel scoop either. Oh, wow. It's close to the sun. Goodness. Getting a little warm. It's going to... This station must be like what it's like in the cargo bay all the time.
On behalf of the crew, we are pleased you chose to travel with us on our state-of-the-art liner. Our luxury restaurants are currently open for you to wine and dine in style.
Oh, that's cool. Reserfrag has updated the read-off, so it no longer says, don't forget we're one of the top 1% of liners out there. It says something more interesting now. I've noticed that. I thought that was a game update, but it's not. It's something Reserfrag did. That's cool. Morale reports improved by 37% when the crew likes the stream. Yes. Let's see how we're doing on our likes. I have not been asking for enough likes. 31 likes. That's actually not bad. Thanks, guys. I really appreciate it. I'm glad that you're liking the stream. Now, what that does when it's live is it's kind of like the hype button. It shares it with more people. And if you're watching it as a VOD afterwards, it shares it in a different way. So it's good no matter when you click on it. I appreciate it when you do.
For landing on pad 09er.
Commander, you will find landing pad 9 at 8 o'clock at the front, keeping green lights to your right.
You ran some auto fabs out of Shawisky Orbital? Oh, okay, cool. Thank you for pointing that out. I was going to buy beer, but I'll buy auto fabs instead.
1,000 meters from touchdown.
Yeah, I'm doing a terrible job about getting the most expensive thing. So I'm thinking on Wednesday we're going to do some more of this because I've been having a good time.
Landing gear deployed. Taking damage.
Did I not put the gear down? There we go.
Full integrity now, 38%.
38%, that's plenty. We got 100% now, it's good.
Docking successful. Crime crew dispatched.
The noob hammers nearly killed you. You got smacked with them? Yeah, that's why my station doesn't have any noob hammers, actually. For real. I figure that my station is going to be unique as built by a player because it doesn't have any noob hammers on it. All right, we are here for auto. I don't see the auto repair unit. Maybe I missed it. We got plenty of beer, though, if it's here or not. Yeah, I don't see that, but I do see beer, and I know they like beer, so that's what we're going to go with. 1,250 tons of beer, please. And 1 bottle to go.
At maximum capacity.
All right, let's set our course back. Here's has all the noob hammers. It looks like a sea anemone. It looks like it's surprised. It looks like large Marge.
We will reach our destination in 3 jumps.
People can make their own stations now. Yes, they can. They launched about 8 months ago colonization, where anybody can colonize an unclaimed solar system. And that's exactly what we did. We went and we colonized the solar system. We put a new station you've never seen called a dodecahedron. Instead of a quad-shaped one, it's a dodec. Into its main port. And then we built up over about 2 months every other station.
They tried to put hands on me, but I gave them the left-right hoof.
GB! Stop trying to get my goat. We put, I want to say like 30 different objects total. Different stations you can go to, different kinds of support you can get. And so our little section of the galaxy is now fleshed out. Yeah, GB, I got your noob hammer right here.
Frameshift drive charging.
Yeah, the temperature's back up to 90 freedoms, but there's nothing I can do. I got to keep that door open there.
Jumping to XIC Dashubi 3-1.
Knights of Ocelot joined the crew.
Oh, thanks, Nice of Ocelot. Thank you for joining the crew. It's nice of you to do. We like it when we fly and you guys buy. Not where I was going with that. There it is. It's what I did. Let's continue to make it weird. But no, thank you for joining the crew. Now you can try to get my goat if you want to, but I don't think you should. And you can also give yourself a rope pet. You can assign yourself a rope pet for the rest of the stream. Like Tomasolet says, it's good to finally catch the stream. You just woke up. Well, good morning to you, sir. Good morning. We've got another hour of the stream to go. We're doing the CG. We're making deliveries. We're doing beer runs and rare item runs across the bubble to help support Colonia. I'm thinking right now about, it's 2 in the afternoon there. Well, it's 2 in the afternoon here as well. Welcome to the East Coast. Or welcome from the East Coast, I should say. Eastern Standard Time. Is it Eastern Standard Time across the globe? ETS? I'm not sure. Because I know the Earth is divided into 24 time zones, right? They don't call it Eastern across the entire hemisphere, right? That's only a United States thing, I'm guessing? It's useful. It is useful to divide time up like that.
Body A7 in this system has unidentified biosigns. Commander.
At first, there was an idea that I absolutely hated, and now I've kind of gotten used to, which is we could abolish all time measurements like that completely, and we could start at Greenwich Mean Time at midnight, and then just make that the time everywhere. So it would be 6:12 here right now. And then even if 6:12 is midnight where you are, wouldn't change anything. You know that you're in your area, you get up at like 1 a.m. and you go to bed at 1 p.m. let's say, because that's what used to be, 10 to 8 or whatever. It wouldn't matter if we're all using the same universal time. What I'm trying to say is, at first I was like, no, that's crazy. And then I was like, oh, well, if we were all raised with it, if that's the way we knew it worked, then we would just know to adjust based on where we were. And all the trains would run on time. It's not a terrible idea. But if I was going to change something, it would be getting rid of daylight savings time. If we could just stop doing that in my lifetime, I would love that. Okay, Peter's base. It's also present in South America. They just call it with Brazil or whatever instead of city daylight. Yeah. Travels as a suffered. Oh, yeah. UTC would become the standard worldwide, so Eastern Standard Time would be -5 UTC. Exactly. It would not matter. It would not matter because I could just be like, oh, look, it's whatever time is late for me. I got to go to bed. And it wouldn't really matter if that time is late for other people. So if noon, if 12 was late for you or early for you would not matter. And we could still call things noon. We could still use the term noon because that would be when the sun's directly above you. Yeah, people are emotionally invested, so that would be the kicker. When does the 4x5 profit get applied? That's a good question. I did not think about it, but it must be when the CG is over is when they're going to do that. Yeah, people get emotionally invested in things I don't think they should, but I'm understanding with the time. You know, you want to know when it's noon in your area and you want the time to be right for you. I get it. We would have had to have created this time at the beginning when we started measuring time uniformly. And we did, so we missed our opportunity on that one.
You hear
But
that?
people do get attached.
That's me leaving. Nine. I don't hear anything either.
Yeah, thank you, Merkins, for trying to get my goat. Thank you. Oh, it's immediately as soon as you sell it? Okay. So we're just selling it for 4 times benefit is immediately. I have not been paying attention to that. You think we should all run the Unis epoch, measuring non-leap seconds since January 1st, 1970? Well, we kind of do. We just converted it into something that's useful. There's a lot of things like that. I've talked about it before. Americans are on the metric system. We just converted into an imperial system, but it's still metric. Because if you ask what an inch is, the answer is it's X amount of meters. I don't remember off the top of my head how it converts, but we're all on metric now, so. Now that, as you were saying, no time zones needed, but that does create some problems. Not a lot, but it would. If we were all on UTC, instead of saying 8/7 Central on TV when a show was going to air, well, we still would say that because it would still be a time zone because you have to know when it's noon.
Sierra India Mike, please accept the warmest welcome at the Imperial.
I have to know, like when I do my stream at 11 a.m. here, you have to know what time that is where you are. No, you wouldn't. That would solve that because I would do it at 1300 or whatever. I'm baking my own noodle, baking it.
Request approved. Please continue to Bay 25.
Bay 25, Sierra India Mike. Yeah, a lot of problems that we have now would be solved. Thank you. An inch is 2.54 centimeters. Well, what I'm trying to say, and I never do word this properly because I'm not Hank Green, but an inch is 2.54 centimeters. If you ask anyone what an inch is, and you need an actual definition of an inch, that's the definition. But then you have to ask, what is a centimeter? And that's when you start moving on to the metal rod that's perfectly measured, that kind of thing, or the atomic weight of a yada yada yada. But it's still a meter. An inch is a meter. So when we good-naturedly rib at each other about imperial versus metric, it's fine. It gets converted pretty easy. Yeah, there's a current bill to make daylight saving times permanent. I'll take that. They actually passed one in the Senate like 6 years ago to eliminate daylight savings time altogether, and it passed, but then it went to the House and they just never voted on it and it timed out, which is a disappointment to me. I've talked about that before. You should not be able to not vote on it. It should always, if it's up for as a law, you should always have to vote on it one way or another. Like at this point, I'm okay with people I don't like not voting for things I don't like, but I do wish they were compelled, so it would have to be written down on the record that you didn't vote for X, Y, and Z. I wish we could fix that, but what are you going to do? We'll eventually get that law through, though, because everybody's on board. We'll eventually either keep daylight saving time permanently or remove it permanently. It's going to be a thing in our lifetime. Yeah, the biggest problem would be that 6 p.m. would be sun up for some and sundown for others. So it would sync everything. But, you know, let's imagine a world where there was no learning curve, where we all did that. I would say, okay, I'm going to leave at 6, and you would just know what I was talking about. Because it would only be 1/6. It would be a 24-hour clock. We would all switch to military time and just be done with it. We wouldn't have to convert it, because 1 o'clock would be 1 o'clock would be 1 o'clock everywhere. You would have to do some new conversions for, okay, if it's 6 o'clock where I am, what time is it where you are? But we already have to do that. Daylight saving time needs to go, but time needs to be synced to the sun. Yeah, you're making a good argument. There's probably reasons why that doesn't work, where being synced where noon is the sun is pretty convenient. Because globally it's a problem and we're becoming a globalized system, but locally it's necessary. 1 o'clock is 1 o'clock everywhere. So we got both arguments in the chat right now. You guys let me know what you end up coming up with. All right. Okay. Starport. Let's sell this rare goods. Oh, that's missions again. I'm so used to missions. Commodities markets. Sell. Scroll down. I wonder why they don't have people in charge of quality of life updates. I'm serious. Because there's a button to sell everything when you're building a when you're building a station. There's a sell all button. There should be a sell all button here as well. I wonder why they don't just put a guy in charge of doing these little tweaks. Was that everything? Yep, that was everything. We've already done. So time for the next system. Let's see what we've got in store for us. We want rares.
The best destination for rare commodities is Delta Phoenicis, which is 24.27 light years from you.
I believe we have not been to Hiorama installation in Colonia.
710 light seconds from the star to pick up some Delta Phoenicis palms. Note,
they have some
rare commodities.
Oh, come on, Edie.
Often fluctuate from 0 to their max available.
Thank you, Edie. We have Corpium Sprung Form Virtuals. Whatever the hell that is. So we'll head that way and see what's up.
Setting course for Kokin.
Heck, you'll do it for cheap. You know, I mentioned Hank Green before. He's had some interesting things to say. I mean, he always does.
We will reach our destination in 2 jumps.
But he was talking about an interesting concept that I'd never heard of before. Let me get flying and I'll tell you more about it.
Commander, if we load up with 49...
The issue is entirely local because your life would feel different. Instead of eating breakfast between 6 and 9, that would be a new time. It would mess with people. No. You're thinking of, Pocky Jackie, you're thinking of the learning curve. You're used to eating at 6 to 9. But if eating at 12 to 6 was your normal, that's what you would be used to. Don't mistake the familiarity of your life with what would be the best for a global civilization.
Taking damage.
Yeah, people do all the time, night shift workers. Well, you're thinking that the sun would change. It wouldn't. Just the number we would use would change. And, you know, I use global time all the time. In the Air Force, it was important to use GMT. That was a thing you needed to do because planes are global, right? And in this game, there's a universal time, which happens to be GMT. It's currently 1823 GMT. And that would just be what time it is here. No, you would eliminate bedtime. Bedtime would be 23 for some, and then some that would be time to get up. That's how that would work. We would be on a 24-hour schedule. Resetting at midnight wouldn't be a thing. So there would be a 1. There wouldn't be an AM. There would just be a 1, and then there would be a 23. And everybody could get on board with what hour it is on the planet Earth. it is a thing we could get used to. But I'm skipping past that. You guys are having a. This is why I'm skipping past it, because you guys are having a problem doing that. Ignore the concept that we'd have to get used to it. Imagine you grew up in a universe in which it was always 24 hours. You would be complaining about having to adjust what 11 was. That's because that's how we are. That's how human beings are. 35 minutes left of the stream. Oh, you're counting down? I think we have time for probably one more run. I've had a good time with you guys today. Thank you for joining me. Thanks to the new people who've followed and liked and subscribed. Thanks to all the raiders that have come by and checked out the rig. I appreciate it.
We're regarded as hostile in this system, Commander. This is the final stop in our current route.
Okay.
There is a potential for Imperial shielding in this system, Commander.
Yep, that's it. Hiorama installation. That's what we're looking for. They've got some rares that we want to go check out. Yeah, Zulu time. You were in the Air Force too. Exactly. Oh, you found somebody we could raid? Well, let me take a look. Let me see what's going on. I'm not ready to choose a raider yet. Yeah, don't forget to click that like. Is he repeating himself? Oh, that's a follow request. Ah, Bearded Egg is on your list at the moment. Yeah, Bearded Egg. We've rated him once before. Yeah, we're a little early to start thinking about it. Oh, I forgot. You know who we actually need to raid, if they're still running, is the Sim Gaming Expo. They're doing a stream takeover where other streamers run the live stream for the Sim Gaming Expo. I'm going to be doing that in August, and that's going to be cool. So since they're running 11 to something, we'll take a look and we'll see if we can't raid them today. I think they're running 11 to 3 though. But we're going to check those guys out first and see if we can't do that. I'm really looking forward to that. It's going to be mid-August that we're going to be doing a raid. I'm saying a raid. We're going to be running the stream for the Sim Gaming Expo. I'm hoping you guys will join me on that. In fact, we're close enough to it. Month out, maybe I'll start giving that as part of the shout out. No, you know what? We'll keep talking about the race that they have going until that's over, and then we'll switch over to talking about that. We'll do it about 2 weeks in advance. Having that door open is weird, man. Looking outside and seeing the space. By space, I mean my front lawn. What do you guys, I keep asking in my head anyway, I don't know if I asked it out loud, what do you guys think we should do on Wednesday? Should we keep doing deliveries, or should we do something else? Usually work during my streams, but since you're sick today, you could make it. Well, I'm glad that you could make it. Welcome, Dr. Jackie. Welcome. I'm sorry you're sick, though. That sucks. I know a lot of tech workers watch me, so I'm hoping that doing it during the day is just something that they can load up in the background like a code.
Logan Peterson, Sierra India Mike. The Imperial Flight Operations Bureau welcomes you to this station, Commander.
I love that the Imperial guys talk about everything being Imperial. I didn't notice it till last stream when they said watch the Imperial speed limit, which is the universal speed limit agreed on by all governments.
Landing pad 24 is located.
They call it an Imperial speed limit.
Entering the slot with green lights to your right.
You know, since we're almost done today and the temperature is rising, it might be time to share my shirt today. It might be time to loosen the spacesuit. Because I pulled this one out. It's been neglected for me for a while. I haven't worn it in a while. My favorite, so I'm going to show it to you. gear down.
Landing gear deployed.
Whew. That was a little bit of a tricky one, but a good landing overall. All right, so let me show you, my guys. Do you recognize it?
You may alight when ready.
Do you guys recognize today's undershirt? I'm going to give you a minute and let me know what you think it is. Okay. Mission board. Yeah, this is a new place. Let's make some friends. Switch that to this. I should buy some more of these shirts. It's been a while.
Incoming message.
You're a tech too. You just don't get normal human transmissions at work. Oh man, when I was a lineman for AT&T, when I was climbing the poles, I put on headphones and listened to audiobooks all day. That was actually pretty good. If the manager wasn't a little too mean to me, I would have liked working that during the day. But then I probably wouldn't have gotten the Simstarr going. You don't need that. Okay, they are selling 3 sprungy forms, Colium sprungy forms. Atmospheric processing. What was the one we needed? It was a maintenance unit, right? Building fabricators, stock mounts. Thermal cooling, water purifiers. Was it atmospheric processors? Computer components? Was that one of them? Machinery, medicines, technology. It was consumer technology. That's the one I'm thinking of. Which they don't have here. Build fabricators. Building fabricators. There they are right there. All right. Build fabs on the list. Thanks, guys.
Cargo hold.
I legitimately like asking you guys more than I like looking it up on Inara. So I am glad you guys are here with me to help me out. It feels more immersive that way. Oh, what am I doing? Yeah, I'm clearly getting tired. This is why I do my streams the way I do. I think we might actually end it because he reminded me we're almost done with the stream anyway. And there is some time if they're still running to feed over to the Sim Gaming Expo. So I think once we drop this one off, we might end it a little bit early today. What with the door being open and all. And then I'll be back on Wednesday.
If we load up with 1,262 tons of building fabricators, we can sell for an estimated profit of $10,420,000.
$10 million for these building fabricators. That's not a bad deal at all.
146.76 light seconds from the start.
Landing couplers disengaged. You are clear for departure.
Yes, yes. I don't know if that's a big hook to bring everybody else Dragon Master, but let's give it a try. On Wednesday, we're going to go to Dragon Master Dodecahedron. That was built with a large participation from the Project Simstarr crew over in the Discord. So buckle in, put it on your calendars. It'll be the first thing we do on Wednesday. We'll go check out his Zodec.
Scan detected.
I just haven't decided if I'm going to continue doing this or if we're going to find something else.
Frameshift drive charging.
How many jumps is this? 4 jumps to go. I guess I'll decide tomorrow when I take a look and I see what our percentage is. If we're still in the top 75%, I'll make a thumbnail for something else. Quick ad break on the Twitch side, but we're still running on the YouTube side.
have 3 jumps left to go.
Yawa is our next destination. I'm not sure I've ever been to Yawa. It just reminds me of Yama, where our home base used to be. We used to hang out at Acres Hub on Yama. So this is like the dark reflection of that. I might take a second to take a look around. Let's see, there are 2 stars here. Wow, this is very similar. Dean Hub. Okay. Interesting.
Now jump.
You're in the top 25% with 41,000 contributed. I don't know how much we've done, but we've hit 75. As long as we stay at 75, I'll be happy. Because I like those paint jobs. I want to have some. I think Karen would have liked purple. So we might choose that paint job for her. This ship was named after my friend Karen Trudeau, who I lost only a few years ago. And it's right now it's Dynamax colors. But it would be cool to set this up with a purple paint scheme. You've made $750 million from this CG. It's great. Yeah, this is a great way to make money. I have not been paying attention to how much I've been making. But I do need to up my coffers a little bit. We were at 600,000 total. We need to be a little bit above that. I've been spending my money on influences throughout the week. That's one of the reasons I've been signing on with the editing computer, because it's an easy way to affect the BGS. I can't talk about it a lot on the stream because you guys lock on, you start making changes. But you know, I'm also not going to lie to you about it. At Yawa, or we're going to Yawa?
We're now 1 jump from Facis.
Okay, we just left Yawa. Oh, I know what I'll do. I'll do this as my drop-off, and then I'll head back home to Simstarr. That's what we'll do. That's how we'll end our day. I would be ending it a little bit earlier than I intended. I was thinking like 2:45, so we have enough time to go to the Sim Gaming Expo. But I don't want to end it here. We'll end it there. Used to run with the BGS dedicated squadron. It was brutal. Well, we've been having a good time with it up until the griefers showed up. We've been having fun with it. The whole point is that slavery is legal in the Simstarr system, and we don't want that to be the case, so we're trying to stop that from happening. I should be fair, they don't consider themselves griefers. They're just doing stuff we don't want them to do, and insisting that we join them in combat for 16 hours a day. We don't want to do that. Let me take a look and see if the Sim Gaming Expo is still even live while we head to Peter's base. Board. Twitch.tv. Yes, they are still live, so we're good.
Grumpy _ole _man just cheered 200 bits.
Well, thank you, Grumpy _ole _man. Thank you for the bits. You get a customized song for you that plays on a random song that I have in my gallery. Thank you. Yeah, well, I live in the dirty South, my friend. I live in the South. So we've talked about this before. Oh, it didn't actually leave the screen. We've talked about this before, but it is a touchy subject here, so I'd rather not have it in my system if I can put it. Oh, wow. You would have been one of those griefers. You got paid to manipulate the system. Oh, see, that's what I'm talking about. I can't talk about it a lot on the stream because I don't want to get their attention. But I also want slavery out of my system, so I want to celebrate that when it happens, and then I'll just have to risk that they come back and bring it back. But what can you do? I'm an open stream. I'm an open book. I tell you guys what's going on. So if that ends up leading to problems, that's how it is. And Peter's base. I think we're only like 5 jumps away from Simstarr anyway, so this won't take us long to get back. We'll go unladen. We'll sell everything and leave unladen. I'm modern Dirty South. Yeah, you're damn right. I'm not embarrassed to be a Southerner. Although I did start out in Florida, and there are parts of Florida that are legitimately more northern than southern. What I mean is, in order to get truly southern, you have to go north. I'm serious. You got to take I-4 and I-20, I-10. Yeah, it was I-4. You got to take I-4 up 75. That's what I'm thinking. I'm sorry, it was 75. You got to take I-75 up north for about 2 hours to get yourself up to the south. That's why I say you guys instead of y'all most of the time. But I've never been ashamed to call myself a Southerner. And some of the bad racist stuff that the South is known for is forced on us by minority people. So, you know, it's just a handful of people with power that think that they should control the place. That's why it's like that. It all goes back to slavery and thinking that you're better than others. It 100% does. It's why we don't have good trains. It's why our voting is stacked against us. It all comes back to, but how do we stop the slaves from being uppity? Yeah, I-75 is the interstate. Yeah, it goes like across the whole country, doesn't it? But I won't bore you guys with that too much. I'm just saying I'm not afraid to admit it. I'm not afraid to admit that the South is a cool place with cool people in it. It just is run by people who institutionally think that they're better than. But we're wearing them down as we go. We're wearing them down. It's just a long road to history. You're a California cowboy. Yeah, I know exactly what you mean by that. The California cowboy.
100 meters from touchdown.
Hull integrity now at 79%.
Got stuck. I got unstuck. There we go. Boy, in real life, I'll tell you what, I would really be tearing these planes up. Commodities markets. So, oops. Dang, I pushed the wrong button a bunch of times just there. That was a lot. All right, commodities markets. I pushed the wrong button like 4 times in a row to get that far back. Come down to beer. Oh, we were just talking about cowboys. Neon Cowboy followed us. Here's a rope head for the rest of the show. So you got a rope head for about another 10 minutes. You're from the South originally, raised in the North. Help gives perspective, yeah. You know, there are subtle things that when you think about it, you're like, well, wait a minute. We don't. I was up north. I was up in Chicago, and I saw a guy dressed like Ben Franklin walk by, and that's not a thing you do down here. People don't dress up like the founding fathers down here because they're seeing a little bit of enemies. That's true. Swear to God. Okay. We are setting course back to Project Simstarr. That's our base. It is 7 jumps away. Oh, you know what? Nope. We're not going to do that. We will do that at the beginning of next stream because I want to have enough time, assuming when I signed up for the stream takeover for the Sim Gaming Expo, they said that they wanted to keep it within a couple of hours. So I think I only have 15 minutes of time left to raid them. So we are going to go ahead and we're going to end it just a little bit early so that we can raid a convention I'm going to help raise awareness on it. So bear with me while we do that, you guys. Okay. Let me go ahead and thank you again for joining me today. I had a lot of fun. I'm not sure what we're going to do yet on Wednesday, except for going to Dragon Master's Dodecahedron. We're going to look around, maybe take a mission from there. Huh? Okay, search filter, keyboard. We are looking for...
All is well below deck, Commander. It's time to take Ropet for a walk, however.
Oh, I'm so glad. I'm so glad you're here to tell me this. Thank you so much, Nibbler. Well, you were really determined to get him today, weren't you? Well, thank you for being here, Gentle Berserker. Thank you so much. There we go. Start the raid. So I've pushed the raid button. We are good there. I will do my best right now to hand over to somebody on the YouTube side. I won't even tell you who it is. If there's somebody there, we'll choose them. But in the meantime, again, thanks for joining me. Make sure to look out for yourselves. It is important, especially now. Make sure to help somebody. If you see somebody that can use a little bit of help, you should help them. It is nice to do so. Never punch down, but punch up if you're at all able. I will see you guys next time. 07, my friends, 07, goodbye, and I will see you on Wednesday. Bye!